our brand new Drive tour.
True TV and Practical Jokers, the Drive Tour. Starring Q, Murr, and Sal. Friday, June 21st, Edition Financial Arena.
This is going to drive me insane.
Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. 16 years of age or older suggested to attend. Produced by Outback Presents.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322.
Ah, summer in Florida. You know, that fun season of watching the thermostat like a hawk, not to mention your power bills. Keep the AC in and the heat and humidity out with new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen delivers custom-designed, energy-saving windows and doors, and that's because their unique Fibrix material combines elegance and resilience, offering double the strength of traditional vinyl. And they offer a seamless experience from design to installation, providing durable windows and doors in Florida that can stand up to Florida's weather. And now through the end of June, buy one window and or patio door and receive one 40% off, plus zero down, zero monthly payments, and zero interest for 12 months. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring experienced window and door installers. Just go to rbafla.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Orlando Magic Pod Squad is the Orlando Magic's flagship podcast, featuring interviews with Magic players, coaches, executives, and legends. Join me, Dante Marcatelli, along with the rotating cast of Magic personalities every Thursday during the season as we conduct deep dive interviews with Magic A-listers. This podcast is a must-listen for any Orlando Magic fan. Join the squad with the Orlando Magic Pod Squad on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lynch Studios. Why Kaufman & Lynch? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not the...
Doing on a Wednesday.
Good. It's disgusting out.
Not super damp, but, you know, good.
It's not beautiful outside today during the show here. It's a nasty day. And if it's like that where you are, please be careful, be safe out there.
And like my morning reflected with the weather. Like it's not something that usually happens in the sunlight. But like I got off my street and realized I forgot my phone. So I had to, circle around by where the preverts live.
Wait, hold on. Excuse me now?
You did the old map
I've checked the map of FDLE in my neighborhood.
Courtney and I, we have a weird thing that we've been doing.
Okay.
Related to this. I'm being honest here. We just did this yesterday. I signed up for this weird service, which gives me hyper-local emails. and it tells me like when new houses are being when they got like permits for new houses in the neighborhood. If there's been a crime within X amount of miles, various other things. And I get an alert.
Watch?
Kind of. She thinks she is.
I used to follow a Twitter account that was pretty good at like either telling you stuff in your area or plotting out. Like it was a aggregate of the Orlando police feed, and they shut them all down.
Oh, did they? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Well, so this thing I follow, it also tells you about sex offenders in your area. And it tells you, I got an email yesterday, and every time I get one of these emails, we
got
celebrate.
a new sex offender in town.
No, it says when they leave the neighborhood.
Services like that. That's why it's so tough for you to be one in that clip.
You know what? Leave that alone. That's a deleted clip.
Anyway, that was a tangent, but yeah, I had to, take that detour and drive by the, where the pedo lives, and then
pedos,
and then get my phone, and then on the way, to drop off the baby, there's an accident blocking the road.
Oh God!
And by the time I got him dropped off, I was like, I'm just lucky the baby was in the car. Honestly, this is black weather.
Got the job done. That's what the count was. Arnott on YouTube says, is it the Karen newsletter you're signing up to? No. It tells me when sex offenders move out of my neighborhood. And so I go, Courtney, another sex offender moved out of the neighborhood. And we high five.
Party!
We're like, yeah!
Now, as far as, making that available for rent or for purchase afterwards, that's something real estate agents have to disclose?
No. I don't know. I hope not for their
Only
sake.
if the actual offense occurred in the house.
Oh, right.
True. All right. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a Trump rally in Racine, Wisconsin, friends.
Okay.
And things are getting very, very interesting there. They were talking about how Kid Rock had called Trump a genius over his plan to eliminate taxes on tips. So that's going on. Again, this is broadcast on RSBN, which I don't know if it's an actual television station, but they hold all of these things now. Here goes President Trump to start the show.
He's going to be so pumped up. He's going to be pumped up. You know all that stuff that was missing about a month ago from the White House?
Just for the record, what he's talking about is Biden at the debate. He's like, Biden's going to be all hopped up, and he's talking about the cocaine at the White House. He's like, he's going into, he thinks Biden is going to be geeked out on cocaine during the debate.
Biden's doing blow?
No, I don't think so.
That would kill the man.
Let me tell you something. I get zero indicators watching him that he is on cocaine.
No, but I think he's referring back to the State of the Union. Well, the State of the Union, he was... he was talking fast, and everybody's like, did they give Biden the Adderall? Did he take the cocaine?
That is exactly what he's talking about here.
He's going to be so pumped up. He's going to be pumped up. You know all that stuff that was missing about a month ago from the White House? What happened? Who left it? Somebody left it there. I wonder, let's see, somebody left a laptop in an office.
I'm leaving all kinds of things. He's going over to the laptop now. And
I thought he was drawing lines between the two, like the same person who had the laptop and bought the guns on drugs, maybe left the drugs there.
No, he thinks Biden left the drugs there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he thinks Biden left the cocaine at the White House. That's
supposed to fix the laptop from hell. He never picked it up, and somebody didn't pick up hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cocaine.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
When is the last time you bought
check.
blow,
I'm sorry.
man?
I'm sorry. Fact check. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cocaine does not fit in a tiny plastic bag.
Someone got
right?
ripped off if that's the case.
They are really paying out the ears for cocaine in Washington, D.C. if this was hundreds of thousands of dollars. It was a small bag.
Is this like cocaine that they removed from Escobar's nose? Does it have some sort of sentimental value?
It must have been featured in a major motion picture or like up a celebrity's nostril. Yeah, there's something going on here. But I don't know why he thinks it was worth that much money. It was one bag.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cocaine. I wonder who that could have been. I don't know. Actually, I think it was Joe.
He's even laughing at himself. Oh, God. There you go.
Has he talked about any policies besides the tipping tax? Beyond that, it's just a stand-up special?
I only catch the clips that pop out. So I'm sorry. If Biden does a rally, if Trump does a rally, I'm not watching the entirety of the rally to see what is going on with the content of their speeches. I'm only getting, like you guys probably, I'm only getting what pops up, what sorts out in the algorithm, the funny stuff, the interesting stuff. So that's what I see. I'm sure he talks about like the border a lot. I'm sure he talks about like crime in progressive run cities. But there definitely wasn't hundreds of thousands of dollars of cocaine. We can clear that up right away. And I would love if Joe Biden did coke before this debate. My God, that would be.
Do you want to see the president die on stage?
I want to see him hopped up real quick before he does. I want to see him just zooted out of his mind. Would be something to behold. So there you go. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and fire off a dispatch right now. Can't get away from people for various reasons with various angles talking about the Justin Timberlake DWI arrest.
God, all over. I cannot wait to see that footage.
Did you see the photo of him in cuffs? Because there's been.
I saw him walking out of a door or something.
Yeah, they released the mugshot, and then they have him like walking out of a door, and he's got handcuffs on.
But that mugshot, it is like his eyes are so bloodshot red. And glossed over. Big time. Give it a good look.
His eyes are red, but they look like he's been crying to me. Like, I don't know if he was
like
crying. A river? Maybe. Could have been living out the songs behind bars. Old Justin Timberlake. The brutal thing. Oh, there's two brutal things.
Ashley said he looked good. He was like, Ashley was like, good for you. What, do they have a ring light at the Sag Harbor Police Department
for
their mugshots?
Very different looking mugshot. HD, without a doubt.
It's a great background. It's well lit. The only thing is his eyes are glossy. That's about it.
Let me see if I can bring this up. There were two brutal things about this. One was, one was this. The New York Times, in their story, it was not just in the headline, which I posted on Twitter at The News Junkie. Here's the headline and the subhead for the article. It says, Justin Timberlake, is charged with drunken driving at Sag Harbor. Police in the Hamptons community gave few details about the arrest of the singer, who was once among the most prominent stars in American popular music. And in the article itself, it said again that he used to be popular, but his latest album has fallen short on sales and with critics. And I was like, damn, hit the man while he's down.
I saw this TikTok yesterday, and, we won't know until the dash cam or perhaps the body cam footage comes out. But this girl was claiming that she knows someone who works for that police department. And apparently the arresting officer was like, just out of the academy. Not familiar with Justin Timberlake. And Justin goes along the lines of like, I'm on a world tour right now. And cop's like, yeah, okay, sure, buddy. Whatever you say, man.
I think it might have been in the police report. He said something to the effect of, this is going to ruin the world, or this is going to ruin the tour. And the cop goes, what tour? And he goes, the world tour. And the cop was too young. And I was like, do people, first of all, are cops that young? There should be no cops under the age of 25. All right. I'm going to throw down that rule, throwing down the gauntlet in this. And
rule.
Yes, there are no cops that are 25.
Not in a spot to make rules to cops, Sean.
Yes, I can make all the rules I want. No cops under the age of 25. Ridiculous that some 20-year-old kid is going to pull me over and cite me for something. Get out of here. Knows nothing about the law or the world.
Gosh, you should just stop driving, I think.
No, brain is mush. Brain is mush. You 20-something-year-old cop, you pull me over, I'm not stopping. All right? I'm going to continue right through.
That will work out well.
No kid is pulling me over. Get out of here. But
how are you going to know whether or not to pull over, though? I mean, do the lights go, I'm 18, I'm 18, I'm 18?
I'm going to take an educated guess. Look in the rear view. Hope for the best. But let's say there's a 20-something cop. Do 20-something people not know who Justin Timberlake is?
I guess
he hasn't had a hit in a little while.
Maybe, but maybe they don't know his face.
Yeah, that would surprise me if people did. I think he's a pretty big name, and a lot of the stuff I saw out there seemed to really understand who he was and his music career at least.
All right. But NYPD says the minimum age of appointment is 21 years old.
That's insane.
Candidates are eligible to take the officer's entrance exam at 17 and a half.
Oh my God, no!
But that doesn't make you a
I don't care. I don't want them immediately. I don't want them anything other than like a desk jockey before 25 years old. Your brain is mush. I don't want you doing these things. I don't want you like making decisions on the life or death of other civilians in this country when I know you don't know anything about the law and you certainly don't know anything about the world just yet. All right, when you're 25, you're starting to learn things, you're figuring it out. That's okay. We got to start at some point. Serious cop jobs, maybe 30, right? Make the smartest decisions of your life or the worst between 30 and 50 or so. Right there, that's the hot spot. I don't want some 21-year-old pulling me over after a night out at the monkey bar with his friends.
Let's just assume this police officer was 21.
Mm-hmm.
That means he was born in 2003?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So he was 3 when Sexy Back came out, 10 when Mirrors came out. He was not alive when Crimea River came out.
Right.
Suit and Tie, 10 years old. Yeah, I mean, these would be... Ugh.
Yeah, he's got a song right now, but it's not that good. His song right now is not really that great that I hear on the radio. And I don't know if it's really popping off for him.
But I think still a lot of these songs get significant airplay. Like a lot of his, depending on where you are, if you're at a club or something, there are plenty of people playing Timberlake music.
I hate to say this, but classics, kind of like pop classics, a little bit. Even though
the NSYNC ones are pop classics,
right?
For sure. I Want You Back, 1997.
Gunny V on YouTube says, you're showing your ignorance, Sean. You are a moron, sir. This is absolutely the most logical, reasonable opinion I've ever served up. I don't want cops making life or death decisions before the age of 25. That's insanity. Traffic cops, fine, cool, good, whatever. Military, military is going to have to be 18 because those are the kids who are going to do the shooting, and they're going to go over there and get into the meat grinder. I hate that it has to be that way. But when it comes to the cops pulling you over and deciding whether you go to jail for the night, no way, man.
Well, you
no
just
way.
said traffic cop. Can the traffic cop take you to jail if you're driving drunk?
I want them like learner's permit status. I want them to like ride in the sidecar for a couple of years. And then when you hit 25, congratulations, the balloons go off and the text message, and you are now officially a real cop. That's where I would put this.
I'm a real cop.
Congrats. The other thing was, this went so viral yesterday. Let me see what the views are. It's a fake account. The account that it's mimicking is Pop Crave, but this is Poo Crave. And it has, look at this, 24.5 million views on Twitter. 24.5 million views. And it says, Justin Timberlake allegedly had traces of Molly, poppers, Truvada, and coke in his bloodstream following his DWI arrest in New York. And all
What's
of that's
Truvada?
Nonsense. Truvada is for...
HIV.
Is it for HIV? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was for herpes. I thought that's what it was for.
Yeah. This is, well,
if
it's Truvada, which is very popular amongst the gay man community.
You just asked what it is.
No, I'm saying, I'm saying, now that you've mentioned it, yes, that's true. And so were poppers.
Mm-hmm.
Was he at a gay party?
No, it's not true. That's what I'm saying. They just totally made it up.
But now think about it. What if JT was at a gay party?
This is the problem. This right here is the problem.
I'm going to go with that.
People saw Poo Crave and they said
in the next episode.
Yeah, maybe a follow-up on the way.
It's a treatment for HIV and for hepatitis B.
Okay, all right. So I mean, look, it doesn't matter. It's not accurate. They don't have any of these results back, and anything like that doesn't exist.
Gay.
There is a blind item that might address something on this that nobody is talking about yet. And when we come back, I want to talk about Amazon drivers are speaking out. The most obnoxious thing that you can order. Amazon drivers are telling us what it is. I got to say I'm guilty of this. I hate to say this. I apologize to the Amazon drivers.
Is it on Amazon or just in general because it's something like super heavy or cumbersome?
Well, it's on Amazon.
Right.
It's something on Amazon. And to boot, I recently did not order something that I was going to buy on Amazon because I was like, the driver's going to be mad. And I want to get into this. We'll talk about that coming up next in the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Heavier congestion eastbound I-4 before Osceola Parkway to right around mile marker 69. Also I-4 east before 423 to Ivanhoe Boulevard. And eastbound I-4 from the Central Florida Parkway to right around 482. Accident in Seminole County, westbound I-4 after Lake Mary Boulevard blocking the left lane. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Shop Macy's Backstage today for amazing deals on everything you need for summer. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss.
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
and more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
Wonderful product. I've lost 111 pounds using that product. 111 pounds. You could not believe the difference. I went from a size 48 pant to a 33 pant, and I've maintained that now for over almost a year now. Yeah, absolutely. Andro 400 has helped me lose 111 pounds, and I've maintained my weight for almost a year now.
Thanks, James, for that inspiring testimony and 111 good reasons to choose Andro 400. The most effective and natural way to lose belly fat, increase libido, gain energy, strength and muscle while safely boosting your testosterone levels. So guys, how many reasons do you need for trying Andro 400? Well, here are 2 more great reasons. Order now and get free shipping plus an additional $6 off when you use the code SAVE6. That's SAVE6. Call 888-400-0435, 888-400-0435, or go to andro400.com, andro400.com.
Kevin Sorbo here, and I have an important message to share. If you owe the IRS back taxes, they can garnish your wages and levy your bank accounts. They can even seize your retirement or take your home. Tax Network USA is A+ rated and has saved over $500 million for their clients. Whether you owe a few thousand or a few million, they can help you.
Call Tax Network USA at 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com. That's 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey everyone, I'm Dante Marcatelli.
And I'm Jake Chapman.
We're the hosts of Magic Drive Time, the only daily audio fix for Orlando Magic fans. And actually, I just realized this, Jake, one of the longest running sports talk shows in Orlando. We've been at it for 13 seasons. How is that possible?
Oh, wow. That's good stuff, Dante. And that's exactly what you'll get on Magic Drive Time each day. It's your touchstone for the latest Magic news, game previews and reviews. We've got more stats and notes, and we know what to do with.
Listen to Magic Drive Time on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fixing your car or repairing things around your house sure isn't getting any cheaper. And that's why there's Everything Breaks for Home and Auto. For less than $1 a day, get automotive repair coverage with free roadside assistance, free towing, and free rental cars. Add home protection too, and cover major home systems, appliances, and electronics. Bundle Home and Auto and save even more. Call now and qualify for one of our bonus coverages, like 1 year of free car coverage, 1 year of free electronics coverage, or 4 months of free home warranty coverage. There's one number to call and one company handling your claims from start to finish. That's Everything Breaks. Get your free quote today. Call 855-865-SAVE. 855-865-SAVE.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Savings vary according to plan, age, or condition of vehicle or home repairs needed. Coverage not available in all states. Service fees, limitations, and exclusions apply. Go to everythingbreaks.com/terms for details. Call 855-865-SAVE. Online at everythingbreaks.com.
Hey everyone, RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Today, buying a car is as easy as one and done. Visit just one dealership, put $1 down, and you're done. You can drive a nicer, newer car today, like the all-new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including tax and fees out the door, and save up to $8,500. So if you hate your old ride, give it the old one and done. Only at my one and done sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm RC Hill, 2 locations to land in Ocala. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
In St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, it might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food, it'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
I'm Ben Nadafafri, host of the history show The Last Archive, and I want to tell you about a new series we're running in our feed. It's called The Deadline. 6 essays written and read by Jill Lepore, the New Yorker writer, American historian, and founding host of our show. These are incredible essays on everything from the history of cryogenics to the Silicon Valley gospel of disruption. Listen to The Last Archive on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Last Archive.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
Thing he wishes you wouldn't order. And I'll tell you something, before we get into this, 2 out of the 3 of us are breaking the rules here. We are violating the wishes of this Amazon driver.
Violating the wishes and breaking the rules are 2 different things.
I knew Sabrina was going to pick up on this because I was like, ugh.
And if it's what I think it is my fault that you are part of this as well.
Yeah, I only feel a little bad. All right, we'll get into this in a moment. The most annoying thing, the things he wishes this Amazon driver, he says other Amazon drivers feel this way, that you would not order. We'll get into that. And I recently stopped myself. I was about to buy something on Amazon. I said, I feel bad for the Amazon driver. But first, there is a blind item floating around about the Justin Timberlake stuff. And
I thought
usually,
it was blind. You're not supposed to know who it's about.
Well, they say A-list singer, and they talk about him drinking and being in trouble. So, I mean,
connect the dots.
This says the question to ask the A-list singer is who he was drinking with and what he was doing with said person and why he was in such a hurry to get out of there prior to being spotted, which this site is usually very accurate with their blind items. And they spotted way too many stories to count before they came out. Like, who's the Tiger Blood guy that came out with HIV? Charlie Sheen. Before that, they were talking about it long before. Lots of stories. I can't even, I mean, so many, too many to name that they nailed before anybody else. And they're saying, who was he drinking with? And what was he doing with that person? And why was he so eager to get out of there before he got caught? Not going to be good for him. And who is it? Jessica Biel is his wife, right?
Yeah, no, now they're posting pictures of her because she's in the middle of filming a movie. And for some reason, they're like, here's her on set. Does she look more sad? Is she mad?
People are weird, man. You know what else I saw? Like, it wasn't on Britney Spears on her posts because she doesn't have comments on her post. She turned them off. But she posted something like didn't seem to have anything to do with this. And then People Magazine reposted it on their Instagram. And a whole bunch of people in the comments were like Britney fans celebrating this, that Justin Timberlake got a DWI and that he was getting in trouble. And I'm like, what a weird thing to make your life about. Like, these guys were in a relationship when they were kids. This was a long time ago. The songs that they even wrote about each other, allegedly, those two were from a long time ago. And I can't imagine somebody reacting this way to can you imagine somebody reacting this way to relationships you had when you were like in your late teens or early 20s?
1,000%.
Like, oh my God.
1,000% can relate to it because for some reason there was one relationship I was in when I was 21, and it was for years. Like, I think I'm overdue. It was every 2 years someone would pop up as random as possible. Like, why aren't you friends with them anymore?
Oh, God.
Why did you guys break up, you know? Like, I'm like, how is this happening? This was a lifetime ago, man.
You're not even the same person as you were then. That person doesn't know you. If you dated somebody when you were like 18, 19, 20, 21, I dated people back then. I don't know those people. They don't know me. I mean, they know like a version of me. I don't want to get all Alanis on you, but...
Think any of them are listeners?
Some of them are, on account of, you know, I grew up in West Palm Beach, and Real Radio 92.1 is the big station, and people listen, and we love you. We love you for listening, even the exes. But I don't feel a close connection with anybody like that. So it's weird to me that people obsess over their relationship, and they're like, oh, damn, got him, you know? Justin Timberlake, oh, this is what goes around comes around. My favorite meme
took a really long time to come around, by the way. I mean, it took so long to come around that he became an absolute superstar, and did the Super Bowl twice before it came around.
Yeah,
it came around super hard.
The other thing that I saw that I thought was pretty funny actually was somebody said, Justin Timberlake, Your Honor, when do you think I'll be able to get my driving privileges reinstated? And it said, the judge, it's going to be May. And I was like, okay.
That's not even
bad.
far off.
There was another one that was like, please walk in a straight line for the field sobriety test. And it's that one clip of his dad moves that went viral last year.
So there you go. All right, let's now talk about this thing. The Amazon driver revealing the number one thing he wishes people wouldn't order. Sabrina knew it, I think, pretty much immediately. When I saw the headline, I was like, I know what this guy's going to say, and I feel bad.
I have an actual Amazon driver, or I think maybe former, that has weighed in on it.
What do they say before we get to this?
I mean, this might be blowing it right out of the water. So
what do they say?
Dog food or cat litter?
See,
cat litter is right.
Yo, why is it that people like ordering cat litter through Amazon or online in general? Like, I know online shopping is a thing and it's trending.
Yeah,
and, you know, a lot of people do it.
This guy works for Amazon.
Buddy,
this is kind of a weird thing.
First of all, it's cute that you think that online shopping, that buying things over the internet is trending in 2024 when you
online shopping.
work for Amazon.
Yeah, I think it's beyond trending. Like, it's kind of just like the norm now.
Convenient.
But he's saying cat litter is the most obnoxious thing. He wishes people wouldn't do this. I'm afraid he's going to curse, but I want to hear him out. I want to see what else he says.
But I feel like a lot of people are lazy. Like, come on.
Hey!
Get up. I mean, you're already on your way to work. You're already on your way back home from work, wherever you're at.
Exactly.
Stop at Walmart. Stop at any other store and buy the damn cat litter yourself. We have to deliver more than 280 packages per day. Some houses or condos are upstairs units. Majority of them are upstairs units. And we got to carry those big old boxes, plus your cat litter, plus, you know, other heavy stuff, which sometimes I don't even understand why people order heavy stuff from Amazon.
Okay.
You don't?
This one's for you, buddy.
You do.
Where's this guy
even living?
I don't know, man. I mean, just on your way to work or coming back from work, just ruin that whole thing by stopping at Walmart to get cat litter. No.
Yeah,
And
your
on
job
top of
exists
this,
because of the laziness of other people.
Dr. Elsie's 40-pound bag is the cheapest on Amazon.
Yes.
Now, if not, you can do it with your Chewy order, but you don't see no Chewy drivers complaining.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that, look, this does suck. Some stuff is heavy.
Why do people order the heavy stuff on Amazon?
It's trending.
I'm on the receiving end of a lot of hate from, I think, the delivery drivers here because the magnets for Game of Magnets.
Those are pretty heavy, yeah.
They look like a small little box, but they're very, very heavy when you get 1,000 plus of them at a time. And it's
I
like
think
3
that
boxes.
one is more of a mind F because for the cat litter, that box is pretty big. Sometimes they'll even put heavy, but the magnet box is just like...
It doesn't look heavy.
It doesn't. All of a sudden, it's like, what the hell is in here right now? And why is it sticking to my truck?
And the other one that I actually backed off of ordering recently on account of, I was like, I don't want the Amazon driver to have to deal with this. My battery went in my car. And I was like, they have the battery that I need on Amazon. And
That's not that bad. A car battery?
My car battery is huge. It's you know how a normal car battery is like the size of a shoebox or something?
Yeah.
Mine's like twice as long as that. And it's massive. And it was like a $250 battery.
I guess I'm also not considering the fact that most of these things are coming in boxes and not like if you go to the auto parts store and buy a car battery, it has that handle on it. You pick it up.
Right. Yeah, you just lug it out of there if you want to.
I mean, you can't because, it's a bigger car battery.
Well,
it's
yeah,
really heavy.
How did you manage to kill it?
It just died. It's my car is from 2018, so it's like at the point where the battery goes.
Fatality.
Unfortunately, but I did stumble into the world of the mobile mechanic and
all day.
Had a guy come over. It's the greatest.
David?
It's the greatest service ever.
Nice guy.
You who? David? Oh, I didn't know. I should have used the guy you had. I just used some guy I Googled. I forgot that you had somebody that you used. But yeah, we had the most annoying things. My car battery was broken in my Genesis, and Courtney, she was trying to get out of her car the other day, and her interior handle snapped up. I think I mentioned this on the show. It's like, well, of all the things, like the interior handle snaps off of her car, so we had to get that fixed.
That's not that's not an easy replace. Excuse me. That's a take apart the door. I'm sure, right?
I thought
or is it just that little panel?
But the guy was a champ, man. He did it in like so short a time. It was amazing.
Would have been a couple rubber bands and super glue for me.
Keep that going. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, and Christine emails the show. Not really an answer to your question regarding the Justin Timberlake stop, but I figure I would share this story anyway. I've been on a jury once in my life when I lived in Arizona. It was a drunk driving case, and we found the defendant guilty of driving with a blood alcohol above 0.08, but not guilty of driving under the influence of alcohol. The story is that a car similar to the one the defendant was driving was reported as stolen, so the cops were following him from a bar while they called in the plates to see if it was a stolen car. While they followed him, they never suspected him of being drunk. The cop even said he was driving fine while the cop was on the stand. And he was only pulled over because dispatch falsely told police it was the stolen car that he was driving. After he was pulled over, they smelled alcohol in his breath. They did the field sobriety test, which, by the way, I hear Justin Timberlake failed miserably. And they said when he was arrested, it was discovered that it wasn't a stolen car he was driving. He did not get out of the DUI charges because of this. Per the judge's instructions, we were told that if we did not believe he was pulled over because of how he was driving, we could not find him guilty of driving under the influence. However, if we believed the breathalyzer was accurate, we needed to find him guilty of driving with a blood alcohol over 0.08, and that's what we did. I've always been amused that in Arizona
Are
you could be
those
found...
separate charges?
I guess so. Yeah, in Arizona, you can be found driving while you're drunk, but not of driving drunk. Love the show, Christine. Thank you, Christine.
That's super weird.
Yeah, it's an odd outcome. And,
well, I mean, it's because a person could be 0.09 and drive in a manner that they shouldn't. It's illegal, but to drive in a manner that that doesn't get them any sort of attention from police. and they get home safely.
Right.
And they've committed a crime, at least in Arizona. So if you run a stop sign or something and they catch you for that, then is it as bad as a DUI?
I don't know. We got questions for our attorney, Moses DeWitt. We'll have to ask those real soon. We
I don't even know if I can put Arizona questions on the list. The list's so big right now.
Yeah, it's true. You can join us with your thoughts, your opinions. What do you think about all of this? Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, I love when we run into these stories of people who are impersonating somebody else. They're impersonating a profession generally on the show, pretending to be a doctor or whatnot. And we have another person who's in trouble today for doing this exact same thing. And the lengths he went to pretend he was somebody he wasn't, unbelievable.
I think I know who you're talking about, and I have some questions because I was watching the news going, but what?
I bet it's the same exact thing I have questions on,
Okay.
too. I guarantee you. All right, we'll get to that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on The Jim Colbert Show, we welcome special guest co-host, meteorologist extraordinaire, Amy Sweezy for the whole show. The Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando is in for Animal House, plus Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell. Don't forget, the winner of JCS Trivia today is going to get a sweet, sweet pair of tickets to see Def Leppard, plus Journey, plus special guest Cheap Trick at Camping World Stadium on July 10th.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast for the remainder of our Wednesday. And for today, we'll continue to expect these off and on showers and a few rumbles of thunder as well. Some of these showers could have some heavy downpours, and it will also be a very windy day. Plan for wind gusts as high as around 20 to 25 miles per hour, and it will be especially windier closer to the beaches. By this weekend, temperatures will be warmer as well, with highs approaching the low and mid 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest Z's yet. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses with free and fast delivery. All night cooling, all summer long. Discover the difference the right bed makes. Restrictions apply.
All right, so something goes wrong with your air conditioner. Now you need help. You need somebody who's going to be honest and fair with you, but you don't want a company that's some fly-by-night company that's going to rip you off. They don't have any reviews, and they've just kind of started doing this. You reach out to the company that I trust, that you're going to trust as well, Mills Air. They have been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. They can get you rebates up to $1,275 for a brand new Carrier unit. And here's the thing. They have a preventative maintenance plan. Preventative maintenance, you can call to have Mills Air come out. They'll look at your air conditioning. They can save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown before it happens. You need sort of an overview on how your AC is doing. Is it perfectly healthy, working just like it should, no problems expected? That's good. That's peace of mind. Or is there an upcoming breakdown on the way? Mills Air can let you know. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to Mills Air. Visit them online at millsair.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric. Ooh la la. It's the sheet. less wrinkles on your clothes, you know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness, less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet. Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is the Funny Bone at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience by bringing in the top touring talent. This week, the Funny Bone welcomes Tony Roberts from June 21st to June 22nd. Thursday night on the soundstage is the best open mic in Central Florida. See our calendar at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get tickets at orlando.funnybone.com.
Hey guys, it's Q, Murr, and Sal from Practical Jokers, and we are excited to announce our brand new Drive tour.
True TV and Practical Jokers, the Drive Tour, starring Q, Murr, and Sal.
Friday, June 21st, Edition Financial Arena.
This is going to drive me insane.
Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. 16 years of age or older suggested to attend. Produced by Outback Presents.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2024.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening.
To this extent, we have lots of stories on the show about people who go, yeah, I'm a doctor. Or wasn't the Dr. Love guy, wasn't he even a gynecologist or something?
I think he was just a doctor. Oh, he was more than twice.
Yeah, he was this young guy who set up a fake, well, it was a real office, but like a fake practice, and was providing medical care to people and making money and everything. And he had no credentials at all. He just completely made it up, and he was faking his way through everything. And then finally he got caught, and then he just kept doing it again and again and again. And we've had all these people who sort of pretend to be things that they certainly aren't. And this story is very strange. It's out of Orange County, Florida. And they say the Orange County Sheriff's Office wants the public to know about the troubling path of Christopher Levins. That's the guy who's at the center of this. This goes all the way back to when he was 16 years old, and he's been impersonating law enforcement since then. So when he was 16, this is 2013, he was caught trying to arrest someone while wearing a police uniform. After serving 9 months at a youth academy, he was released. So he's a kid. He's 16 years old. He pretends to be a cop, dresses up in uniform, and tries to arrest somebody. Over the next decade, officials said he impersonated an undercover agent, a canine handler, a Homeland Security officer, an FBI canine officer.
Go to the academy, man.
A police officer, and a member of the U.S. Marshals Task Force. He was arrested twice during this time. Now, here we go. Here's to where C-Lane and I have some questions, because C-Lane saw this story this morning, too. It says Christopher Levins was most recently charged with kidnapping after posing as an officer and booking a woman into jail in Lake County.
How?
Yeah.
That's the question. Hold on. Did he get all the way through the process? Like, did the woman actually go to jail? Did he book her? Or
I mean, I feel like when you go to take someone to jail, and cops correct me if I'm wrong, there's more than one person involved in the booking process.
one would think that there would be something that would throw up a flag that the person booking somebody wasn't a cop. So is it the case, and this might be the case, that he was impersonating an officer, tried to book somebody at this Lake County jail, and when he was booking the woman, they arrested him? Or did he actually book her? And like the woman goes to jail with a fake cop arresting her. That's insane. In 2023, the Orange County Sheriff's Office was investigating his home where they found firearms, tactical gear, and law enforcement credentials. Because of his repeat offenses, OSCO believes there may be more victims, so they're trying to get his photo out there. Has this man fake arrested you?
More victims of arrest and sent to jail?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Forgive me if you already mentioned this, but you know that he had the body cam as well, and I believe this morning they played some of his.
Oh, really? His own footage from his own body cam?
Yep. And it's like a very
disease.
go-to cop line that he was using. I forget
what did he say? Oh, see if you could. Was it on Fox or who was it on?
I believe it was Good Day Orlando.
Okay, if you can find that, yeah, do send it to me because I'd love to hear from the body cam his side of things here.
So I guess it says he was most recently charged with kidnapping after trying to book this woman to jail. Maybe that's what tipped them off that like he was doing the kidnapping. So maybe he didn't successfully book her into jail, but they're just saying booking a woman into jail, not attempted to book.
It implied to me that like this person actually went to jail, but I don't know if that was just the writing kind of misleading me or what. But yeah, I mean, I always look at these and I say, I think it's a mental illness. There's something wrong with this person. I don't know what that mental illness actually is called. I don't know what they would say that is, but it's just like the woman who keeps boarding airlines without tickets.
She has to be dead now, right? Wasn't she like 87?
She was pretty old, and she just kept doing it. And the judge said, ma'am, I'm going to let you off on this. Do not ever do this again. Do not go to any airports. You're not allowed to fly any longer, blah, 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 blah. And she leaves, and she goes straight to the airport and jumped on another plane without a ticket, snuck on. And it's like, that's a mental disorder. Something's wrong with this person. Now, you can't just excuse their behavior because there's some sort of mental disorder at play. It's still illegal what they're doing, but it's interesting to say the least. Let me know if you find that link from this morning. I know you're looking for that, Sabrina. I want to get to some of your dispatches. Let's see what you got going on here. We talked about Amazon drivers. Mad King is talking about Chewy drivers. Amazon drivers say they hate it when, of all things, you order cat litter delivered to your house. Here's Mad King.
Good afternoon, junkies. The Mad King here. Let me tell you about Chewy drivers. I order 3 boxes of 40-pound cat litter at a time.
Damn.
Normally, when they deliver to my house, by the time they're carrying the 3rd box to the door, they just chuck it at the door. I've caught it multiple times on the Ring doorbell camera, besides the fact that the box breaks open and I've got 40 pounds cat litter to clean up now.
Oh, really? So you said like they get so mad by the time they have to drop the 3rd giant heavy bag down that they just toss it on the ground. I know that they get pissed, but that's kind of your job. I mean, it's part of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, Peisenberg said that a lot of times it was like 3rd floor walk-ups.
Yeah.
And they like the 50-pound box of dog food. I didn't think of cat litter, but that was just what that one guy was complaining about. The dog food. That can get, I've seen, I don't know that I've ever ordered this because I don't know that my dog food container will hold 60 pounds, but that bag is available in 60 pounds.
It sure is, but you're not ordering that every month.
It depends on how big your dog is, I guess, because that could be pretty bad. Oh, is there a video on this? Okay, hold on one second.
Yeah, you have to scroll.
Okay, let's see here. I want to see the footage.
Jewel impersonating, flashing a badge, and hoping to get a free cheeseburger.
Former New York Corrections Commissioner Anthony Shimbri weighing in on one of Central Florida's most bold impersonators.
We've dealt with these in the past. They're really sad characters.
According to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, Christopher Levins has been pretending to be a cop. He served 10 months, and right after he got out, he's accused of handcuffing a woman and taking her to jail for an outstanding warrant. Another search of Levins' home uncovered footage of that unlawful arrest.
He was nice enough to give us the evidence.
If you're in the front, you gonna give me any issues?
Oh, here he is.
He's currently out on bond for kidnapping.
Oh, that is longer, yeah. All right.
Oh, they clearly
give me any issues, huh?
God, what a weird thing. What a strange thing to be pulled over by somebody.
Do you still get your ass kicked in jail if you were impersonating a cop?
Maybe. I don't know. But he's definitely, they should throw him away for a little while here.
You get your ass kicked by the woman that you've sent to jail.
For sure. That person has a gripe. I would be very pissed if that was me. Let us know what you think. You can join us on the show at any point in time during the show today. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Right there on the homepage, you will see where you can record a dispatch. Just hit the record button, follow the instructions, and bam, you're on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right now. When we return, we'll get to those, plus a big change coming to school. If you've got kids in school, this is going to be something that absolutely affects every single one of them. What is it? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio has your chance to win a trip to see the Eagles perform at the Sphere in Las Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation. Just listen to Real Radio 104.1 on our free iHeartRadio app to qualify to win.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Bad weather really playing havoc on the roadways. Have a crash blocking the right-hand lane on the Greenway northbound before the beach line. This is blocking the right lane and shoulder. Now seeing a crash I-4 eastbound before the 408. This is blocking two right-hand lanes. And an earlier crash I-4 westbound after Lake Mary Boulevard blocking the left lane. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477.
This report is sponsored by ePass. The ePass Summer Toll Giveaway continues this week only. Now through Friday, get a free ePass toll sticker at getepass.com, and you'll be entered to win $100 in tolls. Hurry! The sooner you enter, the better your chances to win. Official rules and details available at getepass.com.
Real Radio has your chance to see one of America's biggest rock bands at the world's premier concert venue. You can win a trip for two to see the Eagles at the Sphere in Las Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation. To enter, all you have to do is listen to Real Radio 104.1 on our free iHeartRadio app between now and June 30th to qualify to win. Get the details at realradio.fm/contests.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
ePass presents the romantic comedy travel experience of the summer.
Margaret, I love you.
And I love saving on Florida toll roads with ePass.
You'll fall in love with convenient roadway electronic toll payments all over again. Plus, you can qualify to win $100 in tolls. Go to getepass.com and sign up for a free ePass sticker. You'll be entered to win one of our daily giveaways of $100 in tolls now through June 21st. Choose ePass, expect savings. Get details and rules of the contest at getepass.com.
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. When I ran the first 2 amendments to bring medical marijuana to Florida, the politicians lied about everything, and now they're doing it again. They said then, and they're saying now, that smoke will be everywhere. That's nonsense and a complete lie. If Amendment 3 passes, adults can safely use marijuana, but not in public places. That's in the law and in the Constitution, just like with tobacco. So now let's finish what I started, and don't believe the lying liars from Tallahassee. Join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Safe, regulated, responsible. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Listen to what Dave Ryan says about Andro 400.
Andro 400, I really love it. It's amazing to me that I feel so good. I've lost 50 pounds. I was a size 38 waist. I've gone down to a 32 waist. My mood has changed. I don't get stressed out. It gave me so much more energy to walk, energy to play sports. Everything is starting to work again, and feels like I'm 25. My wife is happy. I'm so happy. I'm just a completely different man. I'm taking this stuff to the grave with me.
Men, have you lost energy and gained belly fat? Are you feeling stressed out? Fight back with Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to increase your testosterone. For over a decade, Andro 400 has helped men lose belly fat, gain energy, and feel 20 years younger. Go to andro400.com. andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Orlando Magic Pod Squad is the Orlando Magic's flagship podcast, featuring interviews with Magic players, coaches, executives, and legends. Join me, Dante Marchitelli, along with a rotating cast of Magic personalities every Thursday during the season as we conduct deep dive interviews with Magic A-listers. This podcast is a must-listen for any Orlando Magic fan. Join the squad with the Orlando Magic Pod Squad on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Kevin Sorbo here, and I have an important message to share. If you owe the IRS back taxes, they can garnish your wages and levy your bank accounts. They can even seize your retirement or take your home. Tax Network USA is A+ rated and has saved over $500 million for their clients. Whether you owe a few thousand or a few million, they can help you.
Call Tax Network USA at 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com. That's 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey everyone, I'm Dante Marchitelli. And I'm Jake Chapman. We're the hosts of Magic Drive Time, the only daily audio fix for Orlando Magic fans. And actually, I just realized this, Jake, one of the longest running sports talk shows in Orlando. We've been at it for 13 seasons. How is that possible?
Oh, wow. That's good stuff, Dante. And that's exactly what you'll get on Magic Drive Time each day. It's your touchstone for the latest Magic news, game previews and reviews. We've got more stats and notes than we know what to do with.
Listen to Magic Drive Time on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
We learned R.I.P. to Willie Mays, the baseball legend of the New York Giants. And he was just absolutely one of the biggest names that I could remember growing up in baseball. Like when we were playing baseball, you would say Babe Ruth, Willie Mays. Like those are the old school names you would say.
Say bye, kid.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was 93 years old. The Say Hey Kid is what his nickname was. And He was the oldest living Hall of Famer, one of the first black players to join Major League Baseball. His rundown here. Willie Mays was a 2-time MVP, 24-time All-Star.
Who was the first? Jackie Robinson?
I think possibly. I think that might be right. 12-time Golden Glove Award winner, and also a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And during the 1954 World Series, Willie Mays made an over-the-head catch after Cleveland Indians slugger Vic Wertz hit a towering drive that would have been a home run in most parks. The catch is considered one of the greatest plays in baseball history. So there you go, Willie Mays out there playing baseball on the other side now, I'm sure. But that's definitely that's one of the top names, I think, living in sports that I could think of. Like
he ranks second behind Babe Ruth on most all-time lists.
Did he really? God, man. Yeah, it was an amazing player, and I'm not even a sports guy. Like, I don't follow this stuff that closely, but you can still see he had a huge impact on just life in general. All right, let's go to it, parents. This is for you in particular, or students. This is for you, too, because it's happening. The dominoes are falling. Everything is changing, even though you don't see it just yet. What's happening? Schools, including the second largest school district in the United States of America, are voting to ban cell phones and social media use for students. Ooh. Just across the board. You can't have your cell phone at school anymore. This became a widely accepted thing. And then a lot of students utilize the very good excuse that what if a school shooting breaks out at my school? I want to be able to call for help, or I want to be able to call my parents and tell them I'm okay. And because it's tough to look at that and not be a monster about things, you gotta say no to these students who want to be on their phones in class. And the reason why is very simple. Everything is bared out by the studies that they've done here, where any schools that ban cell phones show that grades go up, student participation skyrockets. Why? You notice this yourself. I know that you do. I know you notice this in your life. I've told you before that Courtney and I do a thing. I only cheat when I'm walking by my phone. Hold on, let me rephrase this.
Oh, you just threw yourself under the bus.
I just made it sound like I'm cheating on Courtney. Oh. I only cheat on this thing when I walk by my phone, but at about 9:30, we put our phones up.
Don't call Courtney a thing. She's a lady. She's a beautiful young lady.
We put our things up at 9:30, and we don't touch our phones anymore. And I've found that this is a really good thing because all of a sudden you can focus on what's happening. You're paying attention. You're more listening to your partner. So many times you have somebody talking to you and you're on your phone and you're reading something. Your brain is not able to multitask that well. If you look at studies on multitasking, you always suck at one of the things that you're doing. Usually you suck at both of the things you're doing because you're not putting all of your focus into it. And you suck at conversing with your partner if you're sitting there reading your phone while you're doing so. It just is the way it is. And in schools, if they ban cell phones, the kids won't be on their cell phones. They won't be distracted in class. And they found that it looks like it helps them participate so much more in the lessons that are going on. This is very, very good. Managing student use of smartphones as a classroom teacher is now more like running a nonstop marathon, says one of the teachers. It takes a lot of energy. It's really hard to keep up. The school district will now have to develop and present updated cell phone and social media policies within 120 days. 120 days. You can't use social media while at school. K to 12, you can't use your cell phone. You just can't do this. And I think that more schools are going to do it. Can you have
your cell phone?
I don't think you should be able to have it at all, because if you have it, you're going to look at it. You're going to be tempted. But you probably can't police that all the way.
I mean, I had a cell phone in high school, and we weren't allowed to be on it. It wasn't allowed to be on. And mine rang once, and they took it away.
Yeah.
That's just what you did. Like, there were rules in place, and those rules worked.
Yeah, one of the problems is now teachers are afraid they take the student's phone away, and the student will attack them.
In the face.
Yeah, they get hit in the classroom. That's why Eddie on YouTube says, have fun enforcing it. It's not as hard as you think, actually. If you just say, here is what the policy is, and we're not bending on this at all, and then you start enforcing it, the kids will bend. They will bend the knee eventually. They will not bend the knee if they know that the teachers and the administrators are scared of them, or if they know things that they can use to weaponize this against the teachers or the administration because they're kids, and that's the kind of stuff that they do. The adults have to be in charge. And you can't tell them, oh, this is a fourth warning or whatever. No, when you see them with the phone, you say, here is the punishment, and then you enforce that every single time. I think it'll be good for schools across the board. Sea Witch on YouTube says, my youngest had iPhones in high school, and they were required to have them on silent. That's how I kept track of the one who skipped school all the time. Technology does you in sometimes. All right, we want to hear from you. You can send us what we call a dispatch. Join us on the show with yours. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right now, just like this one. Here's Solomon, and he's talking about Willie Mays right now. Here he is. Hang on, why don't I hear him? Is this now?
New York Giants, dumbass.
Oh, God. Yes! Whoa! I was hoping somebody would take the bait. Solomon took the bait.
I'll join the highway. Willie Mays was a San Francisco Giant, not New York Giants. Dumbass.
All right, now I want you to think about this for a second, Solomon, as I completely lay waste to you. Because Willie Mays was on a team called the Giants when they were in New York, you absolute moron. Yet you thought that I was the dumbass and wanted to come for me. You come for the king, you best bring your A game, friend, because this didn't work out for you. I saw that in the story, and I was like, people on the texting service, when I say New York Giants, are going to be like, this moron, it's the San Francisco Giants. That's what they are now. Back when Willie Mays played for the team, it was the New York Giants. So you fell right in the trap, Solomon. Here's Alfonso. Go ahead, Alfonso. Hello?
So,
hey.
Once again, I call 5, 6, 7 times, and nobody.
This is the same guy, isn't it? This guy keeps sending dispatches.
Call again. Yeah, call again now that we know that you're calling. Call again. We'll see.
All of his dispatches are about how he's calling the station and nobody is picking up the phone at the station. Just leave your comments on the dispatch, Alfonso. Let's see if he does that.
Picks up the phone. Dude, kind of radio show was going on?
Kind of radio show.
Come on, man. I'm calling you guys. Please, pick it up. Or call me back at 401.
Okay, I'm going to put your phone number out there.
Call you back? What do you think you're listening to, man?
You have the technology. It was nice and clear. It was one of the best sounding dispatches we've had all day.
The phone is ringing right now.
You think it's him?
How long were we stretching this out for?
Okay, does the numbers that he was about to say match the numbers that are on the caller ID?
I'm not saying no caller ID.
All right. Well, here's the problem. They're just going to encourage him to keep. He's going to be like, I'm the only person who can call because Sabrina's actually answering the phone. Hello? It's Alfonso, isn't it? Is it? It's Alfonso. Oh, God. This is so strange. Folks, thenewsjunkie.com. You go there, you record a dispatch. That's how you join the show.
He's done it. He sent a dispatch about it.
Twice. He knows how to do it. He fully is capable of sending the dispatch in. He just doesn't know how to do the second part. And that's sort of the problem. Here's Rach Trimble with a dispatch about the Amazon driver.
My name is Rachel, and my parents and their friends are 72 years and older.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things for Amazon drivers to consider is that a lot of elderly people, or at least some elderly people, live in condos.
Yeah.
And so they can't carry the weight of a 40-pound bag up the stairs.
That's fair.
I also know clients, because I'm a mental health counselor, that they have physical disabilities that they have gotten in their life that prevent them from lifting the same weight.
Totally get what you're saying, Rach, and I totally think that's fair.
Domino's Pizza, how can I help you?
It's going back. The only issue is I don't think Amazon drivers are going to have that going through their head when they're carrying the dog food up 3 flights of stairs. They're thinking it's a perfectly capable person on the other side.
Lance Armstrong is on the other side of that door.
Yeah, he's just too lazy to open it and come grab the dog food, so they got to go up the
Why do
three-story
people
walk.
order the heavy stuff on Amazon?
Let's do one more. Is he? Let's just talk to him, for God's sake. Let's see what this man wants. Okay, all right.
And then we go right to commercial break.
Okay, we should do. Is he on hold now?
No, he's calling.
Put him on hold. Just take. Wait, what does this guy want? That he's.
Real Radio. What's your name?
We know what his name is. It's Alfonso.
Right, stand hold real quick, okay? Alfonso. Yes.
This better be good.
No,
what is burning him up? All right.
We're never picking that phone up again.
So we're at a crossroads here. If we pick up the phone, we're encouraging him when he got it as wrong as you possibly can get it.
It's the first time I picked up the phone in 3 years.
But also, I'm a little curious as to what the hell he keeps calling about. What is this that's so on his mind? Oh,
I guess we'll have to find out after the break. Alfonso, I think he can hear us. Stay on the line.
Is he there? Bring up the line. Yeah, bring up the line real quick. All right. Alfonso, are you there?
Up a door here.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I feel like you don't understand the dispatch thing. I feel like you're sending them in complaining.
Okay, I'm not going to talk over you. Basically, I try to call to answer questions, like your Amazon question today.
Yeah, right.
Why Amazon always, throws crap and leaves it on you.
But you could leave that answer on a dispatch.
Well, I try, but
No, you don't. You literally don't.
I'd rather talk to you. Listen, I want to talk to you. Listen, we carry. I work for the post office. If you don't know by now,
I don't.
We didn't.
We carry all of their heavy stuff. They carry the little things.
Okay. Oh, he's tiny now.
He's tiny.
Oh, Alfonso, you're fading out.
Hello?
No, I'm not fading out. Hello?
All right. Hey, this is the producer real quick. We need to restart that segment. So we're going to pick up the phone and then just act like we are just starting the conversation, okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. In 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's go to Alfonso. Alfonso, are you with us?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Sabrina, I can't hear him. Can you hear him?
I haven't talked to you guys.
Hold on, let me...
Alfonso, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I can't hear him. Sabrina, can you hear him?
Yeah, let me try to get him on the line again. Alfonso, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, it's Sabrina again. Let me try a different button here, and then we're going to restart that one more time, okay?
Can you tell him to speak? Can you tell him to speak louder?
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Maybe
Alfonso,
if he speaks...
can you hear me? Try to speak a little bit louder when we do this next run, okay?
If I speak a little louder...
All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1. You're live, Sean.
We're going to line 1, Alfonso. Alfonso, are you there?
Yeah, why don't you say my whole name? Come on, everybody knows it. Go ahead.
Alfonso, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Can you talk a little louder? Can you speak a little louder?
You guys are playing with me now.
Can you speak a little louder, Alfonso?
I can't take it anymore.
All right, we heard that, Alfonso. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we do have dog. Can't wait till his next dispatch.
When we come back, we'll hear from you, your dispatches, and something that C-Lane should probably be feeling bad about. But is he? We'll find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
My mom has the fattest cat you've ever seen, too. That didn't sound good.
Poor phrasing, I guess.
That was the worst phrasing I could have ever done for that.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Volusia County crash southbound 95 before State Road 421, right lane blocked. Rain slowing drivers down in the Orlando area. Stop and go on eastbound I-4 from US 27 to State Road 429. Also stop and go on eastbound I-4 from State Road 536 to State Road 535. And again on eastbound I-4 approaching South Street. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Amy Snyder.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Shop Macy's Backstage today for amazing deals on everything you need for summer. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Did you know that mortgage guy Don has the best rates on commercial loans, SBA loans, and business lines of credit? If you have a high interest rate SBA loan at 9, 10, maybe 11%, If you qualify and have paid on time for the past 2 years, That Mortgage Guy Don can refinance your SBA loan at an 8.25% fixed rate. Do you need a loan to buy a franchise? ThatMortgageGuyDon.com is the place to start. It's the place to go for all your business and residential loans. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss.
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
And more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-798-3399. That's 800-798-3399. 800-798-3399.
Hey everyone, RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Today, buying a car is as easy as one and done. Visit just one dealership, put $1 down, and you're done. You can drive a nicer, newer car today, like the all-new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including tax and fees out the door, and save up to $8,500. So if you hate your old ride, give it the old one and done, because you could drive a nice new car for just $1 down. Check out the 2024 Mirage, 43 miles per gallon. $1 down, $219 a month, including tax and fees out the door. Still owe on your current loan or lease? One and done. Payments too high? One and done. Come and see our lifetime used cars certified and only $1 down. So ditch your old ride regardless of miles or condition. Only at my one and done sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm RC Hill, 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval. Example, stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 84 months at 5.9 APR. Offer expires July 5th, 2024. Visit rchill.com for details.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-254-5751. 800-254-5751. Again, that's 800-254-5751. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. An important message about your timeshare from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. Contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about timeshare cancellation.
Call 800-653-1188. 800-653-1188.
iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
iHeartRadio. Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
The show also, the autopsy is in for that guy who went missing in Nashville, and it was a big mystery around where Riley Strain went till they finally found him in the river, and there were a lot of questions about how he ended up there. We now have the autopsy, and we'll talk about that. Really disturbing, super weird story for a little bit later on in the show as well. But right now, C-Lane is a father. And
congratulations.
he has a son by the name of Jackson, and Jackson is quickly getting older. I think he's almost 8 months old or so.
Yeah, a little bit short of that.
He's just about 8 months old, which is crazy to think about. Like, he's creeping up on a year before too long. And shortly after that, he'll be toddling around. He'll be saying things. You know, it's just all happening very fast.
He's moving around.
Is he?
Oh,
is
yeah.
He, is he like, at this point, he's not like walking from place to place and holding on to stuff. He's just crawling, right?
Yes, he does the crawls.
And he hasn't said his first word yet.
Not really.
Nothing like clear enough.
He tries. He says he makes the mama noise a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we were hoping that perhaps for Father's Day, like he could throw a dada out there, brother.
Please,
come on,
yeah.
throw me a bone. And and then the day after, we're just sitting on the couch there, and both of us, me and Ash, were looking at him like, "You want to? Can you say dada? Say dada?" And he looked me in the face and said, "Mama." Almost got punched.
Brutal. It's just absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
What about screen time with Jackson so far? How is that going?
He sees a lot of TV.
All right. He watches a lot of TV. You're putting stuff on for him. At first, it was just like shapes and sounds and stuff. Is he watching any kind of like Miss Rachel type things yet?
We've thrown on some Miss Rachel to get him to try and learn stuff. But we've done that once or twice, and then there's some Disney stuff like cartoons and stuff we just put on because he can't understand the words yet. Sometimes I watch cartoons like South Park or Family Guy, and just like he likes the colors and I like the content.
So it's for both of you.
Something for both of us.
This is good for you. They say letting go of parent guilt over screen time is important.
I agree.
For some reason, you keep getting a thumbs down on your webcam. I have no idea why it keeps doing that.
Something about my face is just shaped like a big old thumbs down.
Oh, bye.
It keeps giving the effect of thumbs down over and over on his screen. I do not know why, but it's happening for you. The intersection of kids and screen time is causing quite a stir among parents, experts, and even the U.S. Surgeon General. Earlier this year, a New York University social psychologist published a best-selling book about the supposed dangers of smartphones and social media for kids before a certain age. But now they're saying you shouldn't feel guilt about letting your kids use screens. And a full-on doctor is backing you up here, C-Lane.
Right.
Dr. Nathan Walter, associate professor of media psychology at Northwestern University, they found parental guilt over letting their kids use screens more than developmental psychologists say they should. They said parents have too much guilt when it comes to this, and parents who feel guilty about their kids' screen use are more stressed and less likely to report positive relationships with their kids. So it's okay, they're saying. It's part of being a parent. Just don't lean on it too much. And if Jackson watches a little South Park and his first words are, "Kyle's mom's a bitch, she's a big fat bitch, she's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world,"
that would be impressive.
He would go more viral than that kid who wanted to go to the hotel what was it? Ritz-Carlton or whatever. Remember the baby?
Who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando?
May. The little kid said me and went viral. That's what we need to happen for Jackson.
All
So
right. Well,
that's
we'll
what we
work
got.
on it. Yeah, he, we don't really kind of restrict him from stuff like that, but I'm sure at some point he's going to overly want it and be grabbing at stuff. And
oh yeah,
he has his own remote control that we took the batteries out of because he keeps trying to grab the good one and hit buttons. And
yeah, there you go. Get another thumbs down.
Bitch, I'm turning this off.
Your face is signaling the thumbs down somehow. I don't know how that's happening, but
well, that's turned off. But no, I've been around other parents where they'll like grab the iPad for their kid and then immediately start going, we only do this, and I'm like, you're preaching to the choir here, guys. I do not care.
Judgment-free zone.
This is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah. I mean, we all did the same thing. Our parents put us in front of the television. It's no different. It's the exact same thing.
It's different for Jack, though, because it's up in the air and it's such a big television that he just, like, a lot of his time is spent like this. Just
staring straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. And I'm sorry that this is what it... not related, but the way you just stared up reminded me. I watched that documentary you talked about yesterday with the
tell them you love me, something like that.
Was so weird.
Yeah,
Sean, have you not seen it yet?
No, hang on. What's this about again?
So it's about the facilitated communication and this woman who was perceived to be an expert in it, and then fell in love with a severely autistic, determined to be non-functioning,
bedridden, right?
Yeah, non-verbal,
but also like highly. They use retardation a lot in the documents. I mean, like this is the proper way to use it.
It's called "Tell Them You Love Me," and it's basically like
bizarre.
What they're saying is he carries around a little keyboard and types anything he wants to communicate to people.
Yeah,
and like she said that he typed to her, "I love you. I don't want to have sex with you." And so she had sex with him. And the family was like, excuse me.
They made love.
They're like, excuse me, that's not appropriate. He can't consent to having sex. She's like, of course he did. He did it on this device he has. I guess the device like saves everything he writes.
And
like,
they didn't find it on there?
No, they did. But they think she typed it.
Right, and then it becomes a bigger
really?
story about facilitated communication altogether, and whether some of it is considered actual communication with someone who's nonverbal versus someone who is guiding you, and are they accidentally just typing their own thoughts?
That's definitely an interesting
fascinating,
conversation,
but highly uncomfortable towards the end.
Did the
of
lady seem weird?
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah.
I mean, because I know what she did is weird, no matter what.
Best intentions at first, and there was somebody who also was had palsy. It was a different type of palsy where it was almost very difficult for her to speak, but you could tell she was very intelligent, and it seemed like she was speaking up for her and saying, like, if it wasn't for this woman's work, then a lot of people would be trapped in their bodies like he was. But then, I mean, you got to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. That's a dark one, but that's super interesting. The direction that's headed. Excuse me. Riley Strain. Let's talk about this real quick. He was the 22-year-old who was found in the river in Nashville. First, they were looking for him. They said he was kicked out of a bar. They tried to blame the bar first. Oh, how dare the bar kick him out? It's like, well, he was drunk, according to the bar, and bars kick out drunk people. They don't follow him around and make sure they get home. And then his friends were blamed. And his friends, I think there was, they didn't do everything perfect here. They knew the next day that something was up. They still hadn't seen him. And they were still out, hanging out and partying and stuff in Nashville when they realized, okay, this dude is missing right now. So now we have the toxicology report. Medical examiner says the student died from drowning and intoxication. University of Missouri student Riley Strain's death is officially being classified as accidental. Police in Nashville said after the release of an autopsy report from the medical examiner Tuesday. The report, found the 22-year-old died from drowning and intoxication. It said his blood alcohol level was 0.228, which is pretty high, 3 times the legal limit for driving. He also had Delta-9 THC cannabis compound in his system, according to the medical examiner's office.
Delta-9?
Delta 9 THC. I do not know what that is. I'm just going to be honest. I only know the thing that I take that makes me sleepy. And is this just like a regular weed that gets you high kind of thing?
Delta 9, I think, is like the strain that's like the sidesteps the THC ban or something like that. I thought, right?
It was Delta 8.
I wonder why they're mentioning that it was in his system. Well, maybe it was having some impact. They said they found that he would become separated from his friends, was noticeably impaired as he walked onto Gay Street and Cumberland River. And detectives have concluded that Strain, who is unfamiliar with Gay Street and the steep embankment leading to the river, did not realize terrain conditions in the darkness as he stepped toward the overgrown area, fell down the embankment, fell into the water. It was too inebriated to get out.
It sounds like Delta 8's the bad one, the one that you don't want.
You want to stay away from Delta 8.
9 marijuana products are produced from cannabinoids found in the cannabis plant, strictly regulated, subject to stringent testing standards. Conversely, Delta 8 products are created using unregulated, chemically synthesized cannabinoids that are often entirely untested.
Oh, my God. That sounds a little more dangerous there. Rolling the dice on that. Okay, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? A photograph of an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus has gone viral for its distinct resemblance of a classic cartoon character. Amazon MGM Studios has confirmed Spaceballs 2, The Empire Needs Your Money. Plus, it's time to return to Goblin City, babe. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast for the rest of our Wednesday. And for today, we are going to be expecting these off and on showers and a few rumbles of thunder to continue as we head into the early afternoon hours. We do, though, expect some breaks, especially as this first wave moves through. Temperatures today will be a little below normal with an afternoon high of only 88 degrees in Orlando. We have more rounds of rain possible through the end of this week and into the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by DelAir.com. Feel the Delair difference. Let Delair help you declare energy independence with a new AC system for up to 50% savings on energy bills. Call or visit DelAir.com to book your free estimate and start saving with summer rebates, specials, and interest-free financing.
Fixing your car or repairing things around your house sure isn't getting any cheaper. And that's why there's Everything Breaks for Home and Auto. For less than $1 a day, get automotive repair coverage with free roadside assistance, free towing, and free rental cars. Add home protection too, and cover major home systems, appliances, and electronics. Bundle Home and Auto and save even more. Call now and qualify for one of our bonus coverages, like 1 year of free car coverage, 1 year of free electronics coverage, or 4 months of free home warranty coverage. There's one number to call and one company handling your claims from start to finish. That's Everything Breaks. Get your free quote today. Call 855-865-SAVE. 855-865-SAVE.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Savings vary according to plan, age, or condition of vehicle or home repairs needed. Coverage not available in all states. Service fees, limitations, and exclusions apply. Go to everythingbreaks.com/terms for details. Call 855-865-SAVE. Online at everythingbreaks.com.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer, which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings. All for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
4th cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest Z's yet. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses with free and fast delivery. All night cooling, all summer long. Discover the difference the right bed makes. Restrictions apply.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. An important message about your timeshare from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. Contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about timeshare cancellation.
Call 800-653-1188. 800-653-1188.
Get ready to see the Eagles at Sphere Las Vegas with iHeartRadio. We'll fly you there, put you up at the Venetian Resort Las Vegas, and set you up with VIP tickets, including priority entry to see the Eagles play Sphere Las Vegas. Plus, we'll make your trip extra special with a helicopter tour of the city. And you'll take home To the Limit, the Essential Collection box set, signed by the Eagles. Winner must be 21 or older. Prize provided by Live Nation. For your chance to win, just listen to this station on the free iHeartRadio app.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Radio 104.1.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at...
And beyond. Quick notes, an update rolling out to the website tomorrow. So tomorrow, by the time the show's on, this should be out there, which includes transcriptions for all of the audio dispatches, so you can see what other people are saying without having to turn your speaker on in your phone. Also helps us with screening the dispatches to get the quality up as best we can. And there's a bunch of other behind-the-scenes things that are in the technology that runs the shows that are being updated. It's going to be great. The only final thing that this keeps out there for the website is potentially what I talked about the other day with the text-to-speech thing and maybe some anonymous dispatch stuff. So those will be the final little tidbits, but probably later on in the year. And this update will be out tomorrow. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
All right, another set of hoots here.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Sorry about that. I think Alfonso's still effing calling the station. Every time I look over the phone, it's ringing.
This brings me back to the guy who used to call C-Lane every time we did a merch drop for a shirt. And he'd go,
give him the size.
He's like, I don't know how to buy things online. Here's my credit card number. And C-Lane would be like, okay, here you go.
Well, if you're looking for someone to answer your questions, whether they're stupid or perhaps you just really need some information when it comes to refinancing or buying a first dream home, then you got to work with that mortgage guy, Don. And he can answer all of your questions right there on his website, thatmortgageguyDon.com. You have direct access to the man himself via live chat, email, Zoom call, appointment. Maybe get your question answered live this weekend on the Home Loans Radio Show. But get the process started today with an expert and friend that you could trust.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was a mere 22 years ago, 2002. This cat right here.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson is right. And man, son, he got in big trouble. But only got off on a $4,000 fine after pleading no contest to rubbing his genitalia on a security guard's bald head.
Oh, boy.
Rock and roll, baby.
Who hasn't rubbed their genitalia on somebody's head before?
Yeah, what's that called? A Roman helmet?
I'm sorry?
Isn't that the thing? Roman helmet.
This is where I think the
I thought it was
line gets
mushroom
drawn
stamp.
between.
Mushroom
There's
stamp.
a lot of tricks with your peens.
No. Hang on just a second, okay? All right. First of all, I believe, and I don't think I'm stepping on any toes here, I heard about a Roman helmet from you.
Not me. I don't know what a Roman helmet is. I know like the watch or something, or the helicopter. That's I didn't make it up. I don't have a penis. Y'all keep doing tricks.
Do you want me to say where I got this from? Or
I don't know what you're talking about. So I guess.
Wasn't there like a photo that there was a photo at some point, some party you were at?
Oh, where strippers'
Yes.
genitals are close to my face, but they were there was clothes on it. I don't believe they were on top of me getting. I was getting, what was it? Roman helmet.
Roman helmet. Yeah,
No.
that's why I thought I learned.
How do you
it from.
remember that, you freak?
I learned all kinds of things about you on this show. I listened to you.
Jesus. Well, I didn't know there was a name to it.
What, am I not supposed to listen?
Anyways, Marilyn Manson on this
Why
day.
is he a freak for remembering something?
It's just so long ago. He doesn't remember my damn birthday every year, but he remembers that one time I told one story back in college. It's wild.
I'm not trying to be offensive by not remembering birthdays. I promise you. I wish I was better at it. I'm not good at remembering birthdays. I apologize.
Maybe you'll remember this because 46 years ago, 1978, this was released. Debuted in 41 U.S. newspapers for the first time.
Garfield?
Garfield
No.
is right.
Is it?
It sure is, Sean. And now...
I thought Garfield was older than 41 years.
Yeah.
Well,
I just guessed.
46 years.
46 years old. Okay. I still thought it was
Still
older than
seems
that.
very young.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It ain't. And apparently, after 46 years, finally, Jim Davis, the creator of Garfield, has addressed and set the record straight on John's infamous vet coffee. Are you familiar with this?
No.
All right. So in Jim Davis's career and approach to his work, it supports this explanation that at one point in one of the strips, John, the owner of Garfield, goes to the vet and he drinks something. And everyone for the last 4 decades thought that he drank dog semen.
Okay.
And he has been intentionally avoiding this offensive content in his strips and is seen in his explanation for this.
Why would you avoid answering that question?
Because he hated that people actually had.
Yeah. It might be like the Richard Gere theory, Celine.
Yeah.
You know, where
that one, and those of you not familiar, let's go ahead and kind of light that up again. Rumor has it that Richard Gere put a gerbil in his butt.
Yeah, right. And then he never addressed it because obviously it's insane. And then because he never addressed it, it just kind of ran wild, and now people believe it.
So it was the end of May 1990. John takes Garfield to the vet's office, keeps trying to flirt with Liz, Garfield's vet. And then that was easily, I guess, a week's worth of comic strips. God, man, what a throwback. Or I guess it would be one episode. And a lot of people were thinking that this high-protein supplement was actually dog semen, considering it was at the vet's office. But what he actually said...
People just think the vet's office is just full of dog semen?
I imagine there's some around there somewhere,
There's
right?
some Roman stamps or something like that.
Roman helmets. Roman helmets.
It was actually a protein-enriched drink for pregnant dogs, not dog semen. Thank you, John Davis or Jim Davis. And now we can put that to rest. Almost regret it. Someone who's not resting very well is the wife of Howie Mandel, who found themselves in a bit of a crime scene, sort of. It was during a recent trip to Las Vegas after late night of partying, lots of hand sanitizer. His wife, Terry, was tipsy and fell on her head. Now, she broke her cheek, got a 2-inch cut on her forehead that was so deep, Howie could see her skull.
My God.
Yeah, tell me about it.
The picture I saw of her looked pretty rough.
Oh, can we show everybody else?
I'm trying to find a good one, but I only see this little picture-in-picture in the New York Post. I'll put it up on thenewsjunkie.com. You can see she got real bad black eye and big cut on her head. She
also,
looks
did
rough.
you see Gordon Ramsay's bruise?
Yeah, he fell off his bike or something, I think, right?
His entire, stomach area. Bruises
Jesus.
are crazy. Anyways, blood is pooling out. I freaked out, picked her up, put her on the bed. There's blood everywhere. Terry has since made full recovery. There's not a scar. She's beautiful. Howie did later speak to TMZ to clarify that Terry was not drunk on alcohol. She was high on marijuana gummies.
All right.
And can't handle it, apparently. As we move on, and I did send you this link. It's pretty wild. A photograph of an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus has gone viral for its distinct resemblance to one of the characters from this show right here.
Simpsons.
Ay, caramba. Dating back more than 3,000 years. The coffin shows an illustration of a woman with yellow-colored skin, a green outfit, and a blue crown resembling Marge. Oh, homie. That was not it. According to a Reddit post, which surfaced this week, the tomb is apparently from the New Kingdom 20th dynasty, circa 1186, 1069 BC.
I'm trying to bring up
Numbers.
actual photo.
Not coming
okay.
up, huh?
Oh, yeah, I see. All right, I see it right
Is that
here.
Marge or what?
Well, Marge's hair is this one's more like Kid and Play. One of them has that big, giant, flat top.
I gotta tell you, though, those toes is all I can...
The toes are awesome.
Look at. Post also explained how the sarcophagus was for the goddess Nut.
Nut? All right.
Goddess named Nut. I've seen other pieces belonging to this grave. I think the parents of the deceased was a 16-year-old girl, may just not have had a lot of money, so they did the best they could afford. Her shroud is a lot better looking, still in the same wonky style, but so much more attention and love has been put into it. It kind of hits me in the heart every time I see it, said the Reddit poster. Many users have taken to the comment section to react to the sarcophagus illustration, saying, it looks like Marge.
All right, I want to just add for a second here. If this was whatever year, like they're saying this was maybe 600, 700, 800 years ago when this person died.
What, this person? No, it was 3,000 years ago.
Is that what it was? Because I'm seeing
3,500.
All right, 3,500 years ago, all right?
That was a really long time ago.
If this was 3,500 years ago when this person died.
A million years ago.
They were able to, with no hair products, get their hair to stand up like that. I salute them. I salute them for being able to
What did they
make
use?
their hair. It must have been something.
They
Because
also weren't shampooing and conditioning back then.
I'll put this up on the newsjunkie.com in the See It Now section as well.
Speaking of ancient, whether you like it or not, our candidates for the 2024 presidential election are old AF. Yeah! 81-year-old Joe Biden, Donald Trump just turned 78 years old. The two oldest candidates that we've ever had, ever. And if it makes you feel any better, I now have a list of celebrities that we know and love that are just as old. Shall we?
Yeah.
The following celebrities are 78, just like Donnie. Cher, John Waters, Henry the Fonz Winkler.
Love that guy.
Dolly Parton, Diane Keaton, Helen Mirren, Steve Martin, Bette Midler, Phil Robertson from Duck Dynasty, y'all. Ed O'Neill from
Is he
Modern
the
Family.
youngest one in Duck Dynasty?
I don't know. Ed O'Neill, Modern Family, Married with Children. Ghostbuster Ernie Hudson, John Lithgow, Van Morrison, Candace Bergen, Diane Sawyer, Blondie singer Debbie Harry, David Lynch, and Goldie Hawn, also 78 years old.
A lot of those don't seem that bad to me. There's a lot of those
Like they got
where
it
I'm
together?
like, they're still kicking, they're still getting it together. What about that? Man. What are we? Biden's 82?
81.
81. Who else is 81?
Judge Judy, Harrison
Okay.
Ford, Joe Pesci, Martin Scorsese, Calvin Klein, Christopher Walken, Tobin the Jigsaw Killer Bell, Clockwork Orange star Malcolm McDowell, Joe Namath, Holland Taylor, Beach Boy Brian Wilson, not doing well.
Yeah.
Creed.
Neither is, what was the second or third one you said? The guy, Indiana Jones dude?
Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford's looking rough.
Oh, he's 81.
Yeah, but some of the other ones are pretty. Judge Judy still got it going on.
But Harrison Ford's he's not ill. He's not in bad shape.
No, he just, if you see him, video of him, he's kind of like,
he did a good job in Shrinking. I think he did great in that show.
It was somewhere recently where he was on the red carpet and somebody was talking to him, and I was like, that guy is on another planet
This
right
person
now.
I did not know was that old.
Who?
Creed from The Office.
Oh my God, is he really?
Says Creed Bratton from The Office is 81 years old.
Wow.
Paul McCartney almost made the list, but he did turn 82 today, so happy birthday.
I never would have guessed that.
No.
And I watch The Office
and
all
he
the
looks
time.
great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And finally, ready, C-Lane? I need you to pay attention because you remind me of the Babe.
What Babe?
Babe with the power.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
Voodoo.
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the Babe. This is so exciting. Jim
I
Hanson's
love it every time.
Labyrinth in concert coming to 30 cities this year. Time to go back to Goblin City. The 1986 cult classic is being taken on tour. They're going to have each concert featuring a band performing the score live to screen and sync with Bowie's original vocals. Kicks off in September in West Virginia, runs through the end of October. Got Cleveland, Detroit, Milwaukee, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Orlando along the way.
And they're going to have like the Muppets on the stage too?
I think just the band.
Oh, it would be pretty cool if they had the Muppets up there.
Guess we won't know until tickets go on sale and people actually go. Count me in. You can find all that information with Live Nation, as well as we're giving out some Eagles tickets. So be sure to listen to Real Radio and iHeartRadio. And once you do that, you're entered. Any more information, realradio.fm/contest.
That's a pretty sweet,
Sphere?
prize. So go to the Sphere and stay at, I think, the Venetian.
Cool. Love that.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get that opportunity as an iHeart employee one day.
I don't think you can.
No, it can't.
Don't hold your breath.
BoobTube, we have Juneteenth celebrating freedom and legacy on CNN and OWN, Black Barbie on Netflix, Inheritance on Netflix, and you can catch Dakota Johnson and Jack Quaid on Kimmel. Follow your dreams. Add me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra, and most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, lots more to get into on a busy Wednesday. We'll talk about one of the most disturbing things I've seen in a very long time. And also, we're going to hear from you with your dispatches. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio has your chance to win a trip to see the Eagles perform at the Sphere in Las Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation. Just listen to Real Radio 104.1 on our free iHeartRadio app to qualify to win.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Orlando accident with road blockage at Rouse Road and Buck Road. Also an accident on the left shoulder, northbound State Road 429 at mile marker 28.5. That's north of McCormick, causing some minor delays. And the roadways are wet. Use caution. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Amy Snyder.
This report is sponsored by ePass. The ePass Summer Toll Giveaway continues this week only. Now through Friday, get a free ePass toll sticker at getepass.com, and you'll be entered to win $100 in tolls. Hurry, the sooner you enter, the better your chances to win. Official rules and details available at getepass.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience by bringing in the top touring talent. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Tony Roberts from June 21st to June 22nd. Thursday night on the Soundstage is the best open mic in Central Florida. See our calendar at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get tickets at orlando.funnybone.com.
Homeowners, are you dreaming of financial freedom? Welcome to Easy Knock. Your home equity converted into cash effortlessly. Convert the value of your home without the hassle of lender qualifications. That's right, no credit score or debt-to-income requirements. Just the money you need when you need it. Sell your house to Easy Knock for 100% fair market value and then rent it back, getting the cash and flexibility you need. That's right, 100% of fair market value and you get to stay where you are. No moving boxes, no goodbyes to neighbors, just the home you love with the financial freedom you've always dreamed of. No leaving behind your cherished memories, no moving headaches. With Easy Knock, you keep living in the home you love. Why wait? Join thousands of Easy Knock satisfied customers nationwide who've converted their equity into opportunity. Visit EasyKnock.com today and step into a brighter, financially secure tomorrow. Terms and conditions apply. Easy Knock sale leaseback products are not available in Massachusetts and select states and markets. Purchase price includes a mix of cash and an option.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Hey, homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious. Your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In Office Orlando.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-254-5751. 800-254-5751. Again, that's 800-254-5751. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Orlando Magic Pod Squad is the Orlando Magic's flagship podcast, featuring interviews with Magic players, coaches, executives, and legends. Join me, Dante Marcatelli, along with the rotating cast of Magic personalities every Thursday during the season as we conduct deep dive interviews with Magic A-listers. This podcast is a must-listen for any Orlando Magic fan. Join the squad with the Orlando Magic Pod Squad on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. The only radio show strong enough to fight off a Category 5 hurricane.
I'm on deck. We'll get to that. First, the internet fight of the day that I've seen. I absolutely love this one because it's so based on, like so many other things, whether you grew up this way or not. And if you grow up doing things, they're totally normal to you. It's just completely normal to you. But if other people don't, they're like, what is this? And it was a woman who was saying, hey, can you guys help me out with something? She goes, my boyfriend and I have been dating for a while, but he has this thing where... No, it's not a poop knife, thank God. He has this thing where he always keeps the fan on because he says he doesn't want stale air in his house. And she's like, even when he's not home, no matter what, like anytime he wants the fans on 24/7 all the time. And he keeps talking about this stale air.
I do that.
And she's like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And I go, she didn't grow up in a house where you kept the fan in your room on all the time. All the time. I grew up that way. We always had the fan on in the room.
Older homes, because if not, it is stale.
It's like
musty. Like
it's like funky in there a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it doesn't feel as like fresh if you don't have the air moving around. And everybody I knew.
Does the central AC not move the air around?
But
Not
there's
as
something
much.
about that fan that just makes it just not as musty.
You
Right?
never felt this before, going in like a dead room, C-Lane?
Yeah, of course I have.
And you go like into a room where there's
Every
no
day,
air
11
being
to
pushed
3.
around. and when you go in there, you go, something's not right here. It feels like stale. And it's because there's no fan circulating the air all the time. And we turn ours on, and we just always have them on. Well, really just the one in our bedroom that we just keep on 24/7. And I didn't have too much of a problem growing up with stuff like that because my dad knew how much stuff costs. Like, to keep a fan on in your bedroom for the entire month is probably $5 on your electric bill. It's not really expensive.
Now, did you hear the latest? Because the big thing for me growing up was turn the lights off. If you're not in the room, if you're leaving the house, you turn the lights off.
Yep.
And now it's been determined that because of the LED lights, like it costs actually a little bit more money to turn them on and off all the time.
It's not expensive at all to have your lights on, like your whole house. And your power bill comes from other things. It comes from, I think, your hot water heater might be a big source of it.
Well,
your
I mean,
AC is the biggest source of it.
Think of the things that have the big plugs. Your oven, your dryer, and I don't know that the AC even has a plug because never serviced it.
Got to plug into something, right?
I mean, it does. I've never seen a plug.
Those are the big things. Those are the things that draw the electricity. But your parents may have yelled at you when you're going, turn off the lights, do that. And you think everything is super expensive. I always keep them on. Avendisora on Twitch says, yep, the living room fans are the ones I never even think about. They're just always on. Not only are they always on, but try a little experiment. Turn it off and see how weird it feels. Because you'll be like, what is this? We can't live like this. And you know what it feels like? It feels like you're in a hurricane and a power outage just happened. Because that's, generally speaking, the only time that those aren't running. And people who don't grow up with that happening, they're just very confused by it. Like, it's strange to them. Okay, we have to play a little bit of a warning, I think, and tell people that this is indeed the worst story in the world.
Oh, wow. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I mean, it is. This is one of the top tier ones. So here we go.
2, 3. No, there ain't no escaping, so let's give it a whirl. Hot your kids, hot your wife. It's the worst story in the world.
Ooh, boy. An article from the New York Daily News today says a bus suspected of being used for a bestiality operation was pulled over in southern Pennsylvania, causing authorities to notify the ASPCA of the area of this strange situation.
Oh, was it Kinky Kelly?
Who's that? Kinky Kelly?
It was from one of the Clerks movies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not familiar.
Oh, the donkey.
No.
The donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The incident occurred Saturday night when police say they came across a broken down school bus full of animals, which was pulling a trailer that also contained live mammals. Cops contacted the animal rescue workers, who said the cargo included 30 birds, 4 shepherd breed dogs.
They were banging birds?
A bull and a pony. They were able to secure the animals overnight and remove them from their squalid conditions the following day. The dogs were being fed the chickens, and the bull and pony were being used for dirty purposes in another state, they said.
How do they know that?
The organization said Tuesday that due to, quote, past crimes committed by Sean Hirschbein, spelled S-H-A-W-N. How are you doing this to the Sean name out there? The S-H-A-W-N name. Sean Hirschbein, the driver of the bus, said they would spend, the people who were investigating this said they're going to spend $10,000 to check all the animals for human DNA.
Oh.
So they can find out what was happening here.
$10,000 seems steep.
$10,000. Somebody somewhere in the lab will be swabbing all kinds of birds and all kinds of other animals to see if there's any human DNA on these things. Whoa.
Those poor animals.
Very, very weird. Very, very strange stuff. And there goes that. Glad we're past it, friends.
Yeah,
we're past it.
Worst story.
We got beyond it, and here goes nothing. Over to a completely useless and absolutely stupid. There was a poll done. I think it was by the New York Times. Well, they're at least reporting on it. And I got to bring this up because I thought the results were so stupid. They were like so dumb, all of the things that I was seeing in this. And they run with the headline, "What is hypergamy? The dating trend sweeping 40% of Americans."
All right.
That's what they start with.
Yeah.
They said the poll of 2,000 U.S. adults found that nearly half, right, about half of them, 47%, consider it luxurious if their date includes learning about their date's background and having in-depth and intelligent conversations. Why would that be shocking to anybody, that your date would seem like a good date if you learned something about the person you were on the date with? And you had in-depth
point
and intelligent conversations? This is like the most common sense thing ever. They said people wanted to feel like they'd been swept off their feet after a date. That was 65% of people. And
Wait, some people want to skip the learning and get straight to the feeling.
I guess so. They said people find it attractive when others show self-confidence. Oh, my God. Say it ain't so.
Did they have some sort of quota? This website.
This is the dumbest poll I've ever seen. They have pride in what they've accomplished in life. They find that attractive. And they go above and beyond for them on the first date, 73%. This is like saying, do you find it good or a positive experience when somebody is nice to you? Yes, of course I do. These are all obvious. The study found 45% of Americans said it's okay to showcase success and affluence on a first date. And then they went on to say 43% admitted they weren't aware of this term, but they found themselves exhibiting traits of hypergamy, a form of romantic attraction where one person is drawn to another who has a higher socioeconomic status than themselves. This is all so painfully obvious. Of course, people try to date up. They almost always try to date up. And in terms of like how society works with dating, this is just all obvious stuff.
It is obvious, but I mean, is that because they just want to put out this clickbait, or have things changed? I mean, all of us are in relationships. We're older.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been like a window of dating that we are not aware of?
I doubt it. I think that they were just trying to come up with something, and they landed flat, and they were like, all right, here we go. A slow poll day, says Bootsy Moonshine. Yeah, I think that's the best they could come up with. Courtney was using the Publix app yesterday, and she said, "Oh, they're going to give me $5 off if I do this survey." And joke's on you, Publix. She loves surveys. She would have done it for free. She would have answered all these questions for free. And all the questions were like, do you find it important that the grocery store you shop at shares the same beliefs that you do? Or like gets involved in political stuff? It was a lot of questions about that, where clearly they're like putting some feelers out. Like, do you want the companies where you spend your money to have like the same exact political beliefs as you? Whenever I hear that, I'm like, I want my companies to have no political beliefs. I want them to be companies. I want them to just like exist and sell good products.
I want American cold cuts, Patriot cheese.
I don't care what Skittles believes in. I don't care what the politics of Starbursts are. I just want a company to be a company. I think that's part of the problem. eFresh Rock says public surveys take 30 minutes. Well, better give at least $5 for that, but she loves it. She would have done it for free. Here goes nothing. Let's work in a couple of dispatches. We've got Cramster with the dispatch asking us about Rob Zombie. Haven't heard of his name in a while. Let's see what we got. Uh-oh.
You've watched that movie by Rob Zombie called Lords of Salem.
No, I
haven't. It's focused around 3 people that do a radio show. And then there's a lot of other satanic stuff that happens. It's pretty cool. I figured.
Is it bad?
Be into it if you ever saw it.
It was.
All right. Let me know. Thank you.
If he was the dispatcher that suggested it, but it was, it was around Halloween time that I thought we were talking about scary movies, and my girlfriend and I started it, and I couldn't. I mean, it took me a lot to get past like the radio bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was corny. It
was bad.
AF. And then on top of it, I was like, they wouldn't even use those microphones. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they always screw that up. But
it was a very strange film. Like I've seen House of a Thousand Corpses, and I thought that
was
had
okay.
more of a, I don't know, continuity or plot than this did.
I thought House of a Thousand Corpses was okay. Courtney doesn't know who Rob Zombie is, so she's like, what is this all about? And she just thought it seemed like white trash horror. And I was like, I could see that.
White trash horror?
Yeah, like a white trash horror movie.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, they lean on that a little bit. And the only horror movie that I could think of that featured a starring role for the guy who is the host of Singled Out, Chris Hardwick, I think was his name.
Oh, yeah.
He was in one of those white zombie movies. Rob Zombie made a bunch of them. I've heard he's talented. I heard he's good, but
people like his stuff.
Yeah. I think it's like you have to like that style of movie. And I was never really into it. And I still am not really into it, but some people are, so, to each their own.
Speaking of stumbling upon radio depictions in a movie, we recently rewatched the old thriller Urban Legend.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one?
No, not really.
It was where the killer was using all these old urban legends, like flashing your lights at somebody, to tell them to turn on their lights, and then they turn around and come kill you. It was using all these different ones as the killer. And in it, Tara Reid was the host of a radio show that was like a love advice and stuff. It was like really raunchy too, weirdly enough. And
Jared Leto and Tara Reid in this. Huh?
Yes. And the guy that played Pacey on Dawson's Creek. And
Joshua Jackson?
Yeah, Josh Jackson.
Look at you guys.
And I had come out of the bathroom, and Ashley goes, "Oh, babe, you just missed Tara Reid hosting a radio show." I was like, "Rewind it.
Go back.
I got to pull it apart."
I see.
Because she had a headset mic and a regular mic.
Oh, that makes sense.
So that she could walk around and talk, and then sit down and talk as well.
Well, that was like that Mel Gibson radio movie that he walked out with a wireless mic to the roof, perfectly fine to communicate to all the people. No way.
Yeah, there was a lot of that didn't really add up necessarily. Although he does have a radio voice.
I think that didn't match up about the Mel Gibson movie was the amount of cursing he did. There was a lot of cursing on that.
What did match up was him banging one of the production assistants.
Well, technically, I think that was like a super late night show, wasn't it? So if you were, If it was safe harbor hours, he might have been able to get with a little bit more he could get away with. I've never heard of this movie, though. Urban legend. Thank you. Send us your dispatches so we can get more on, just like Cramster. In fact, there's a whole bunch of them ready to go here, and we'll play those momentarily. But when we come back, by the way, Fritz on the Street, we're not doing, obviously, this week. Fritz is on vacation. Yeah, Fritz is on vacation. He will be back next week. Everything's fine. All is well and good. But we will be back with Fritz on the Street next Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesdays, Usher doesn't eat on Wednesdays.
Oh.
All right, if you run into Usher today,
he's hungry.
He will not be eating. Yeah, he's hungry as hell right now and is probably moody. Usher does not eat on Wednesdays. Why? What's he doing here? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on the Jim Colbert Show, we welcome special guest co-host, meteorologist extraordinaire Amy Sweezy for the whole show. The Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando is in for Animal House, plus Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell. Don't forget, the winner of JCS Trivia today is going to get a sweet, sweet pair of tickets to see Def Leppard, plus Journey, plus special guest Cheap Trick at Camping World Stadium on July 10th.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Orlando accidents at Weatherby Road and Orange Ave and Rouse Road at Buck Road. Stop and go on eastbound I-4 from US 27 to State Road 429, 10-minute delays. Stop and go eastbound I-4 Osceola Parkway to State Road 535, 7-minute delays. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Amy Snyder.
This report is sponsored by ePass. The ePass Summer Toll Giveaway continues this week only. Now through Friday, get a free ePass toll sticker at getepass.com, and you'll be entered to win $100 in tolls. Hurry, the sooner you enter, the better your chances to win. Official rules and details available at getepass.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st, streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
and more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer, which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings. All for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
Ah, summer in Florida. You know, that fun season of watching the thermostat like a hawk, not to mention your power bills. Keep the AC in and the heat and humidity out with new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen delivers custom-designed, energy-saving windows and doors, and that's because their unique Fibrix material combines elegance and resilience, offering double the strength of traditional vinyl. And they offer a seamless experience from design to installation, providing durable windows and doors in Florida that can stand up to Florida's weather. And now through the end of June, buy one window and or patio door and receive one 40% off. Plus 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring experienced window and door installers. Just go to rbafla.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Save time and money with the PVC fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $22.60. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah!
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Get to Twin Peaks for Wing Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we have 6 boneless wings, fries, and a soda for just $10. Prefer a signature draft beer? It's only $2 more. That's every Wednesday at Twin Peaks.
I'm Ben Nadafafri, host of the history show The Last Archive, and I want to tell you about a new series we're running in our feed. It's called The Deadline. 6 essays written and read by Jill Lepore, the New Yorker writer, American historian, and founding host of our show. These are incredible essays on everything from the history of cryogenics to the Silicon Valley gospel of disruption. Listen to The Last Archive on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Last Archive.
On a constant quest to stay calm, like that bear in the hammock. This is
We'll also talk about the failed naked bike ride and put that down on the list of things that I definitely don't want to do ever in my life. I'm just, for about a dozen reasons, I think. And I don't know that there's anybody clamoring for me to be part of a naked bike ride either. I don't think
Sean, do the naked bike ride, Sean.
I don't think that's a big push out there for people to try to get me to do it. It just seems like the two worst things to mix.
Yeah, not good. But unless you get that bike seat that you could put your testicles in.
Oh,
look it up online. It's wild looking.
I don't know if I want to look for that. What do I have to Google? Testicle bike seat?
I guess so. I just know that because I was sharing the story about my time at the nudist resort when I did Sabrina on the Job years ago. And I'll never forget, like, vividly the image of the old man on the bicycle and then the boys were off to the side, and then the person I was speaking to wasn't fazed by that. He's like, they make bike seats for that now. You could just put them right in the middle.
I'm looking at some here. It says noseless bicycle seats, which is like there's 2 little pads on the back, and then there's no nose to it. There it is, right there. It's this one right here. So it's just like 2 pads on the back, and there's no nose on the front.
Hell no! I feel like I'd fall off of that.
Also, I like that there's a company that's making bike balls, which is just like
truck balls.
Truck balls, but for your bike, because who doesn't want to be that person out there riding around on bikes? I'll just do the story now since we talked about it. But in San Antonio, they set up for the World Naked Bike Ride this weekend, and they said it's going to be the biggest naked bike ride out there. Everybody show up, you pop on the bike, and you ride around naked. I think mostly these things are harmless. I do find it to be a little gross, and just personally, I would never, ever, ever do it. Hey, you want to go on a bike ride? I'm with you. I'll do that. That sounds like some fun. I could try that out. Haven't been in a while. But the naked bike ride part, not for me necessarily. The reason why this was in the news is they did a world naked bike ride and nobody showed up. Like, not a single person showed up for the naked bike ride. I guess there were some people who were going to do this, but the cops said this runs afoul of law and we will arrest your naked ass if you show up and try to do this. So all that ended up showing up was a bunch of looky-loos. So people like who just showed up there to try to see if anybody would get naked on the bikes. I could not be dragged into this. It's not something for me, but maybe it's for you. Have you tried this out before? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us a dispatch right now. Usher does not eat on Wednesdays, is what I said before the break.
Oh, no.
I know you're dying, pining to hear why not. Why not, you say? And there's a Wall Street Journal interview with Usher. Big star. A lot of hits, that guy. Super Bowl halftime performer, right?
Did a great job. Residency on roller skates.
Residency in Las Vegas. Yep, we had rollerblades in some of the performances. He's a skilled guy, great singer, great dancer, and doesn't eat on Wednesdays, he says to the Wall Street Journal. He broke down his wellness routine. He said every Wednesday he does not eat or drink anything besides water. He says, I fast, not for religious purposes, but it's something my grandmother practiced. I typically try to start around 11 p.m. the previous day and then go the entire day on Wednesday just drinking water, which sounds like something I would say I was going to do, and then like halfway through go, what am I doing here?
No.
This is a terrible idea. I got enough problems. Why do I want to add this to the list? He said he begins most days with a moment of reflection. God, I wish I had a schedule where I could begin the day with a moment of reflection. Typically, I wake up. This is like one of these celebrities are just like us. Typically, I wake up, Usher says, and drink celery juice. I've been doing this concoction of lemon, ginger, water, and cayenne pepper.
Oh, yeah, that's the old school...
is that good for your voice?
Cleanse. No, it's like I think people do it like as a... Like they'll do like a 5-day cleanse or something, and that's all they have.
Oh, good. Again, not doing that. I don't like to eat breakfast before I've worked out or done something physical, taking a walk, stretching, or doing yoga, sitting in the sun, raising my body's natural heat levels. Then I eat, he says, but not on Wednesdays. What a life he's living. It must be just so nice to be Usher. Let's see what it's like to be you. We got dispatches coming in like this one. Here is Deland Nomad talking to us.
Hey, what's up, junkies? Yeah, also remember, House of a Thousand Corpses had Chris Hardwick.
Yep.
But then also it was, I believe, Rainn Wilson. Yeah, the guy from The Office and everything. He's the guy who was right next to Chris Hardwick. So he ended up doing a lot of things, you know, The Office and all that.
Good story.
And also Walter Goggins is in it.
Who?
Yeah.
Walter Goggins.
Yeah, Walter Goggins, duh.
Again, it's just not made for me. I have like there's particular directors who I appreciate them, but when I watch their movies, I'm like, I don't really like this. And I know this one will cause some people to get pissed off and run, full defense of this guy, but that's fine. I feel this way not only about Rob Zombie, but also Kevin Smith. I like Kevin Smith as a person, and I think that he seems like a great guy. I think that his movies have the most stilted dialogue I've ever heard in my life. I don't like when dialogue is like clunky or unrealistic or just not how people speak, and that's how a lot of his movies are. We watched a pretty good movie last night, actually. I don't think it's new. And it's a woman who's like kind of becoming a big name in the horror world, I think. Her last name is, oh God, I'm going to screw it up now. I don't want to butcher this. I'll have to ask Courtney during the break because I don't want to screw it up.
The movie she was on?
No. I'll screw the whole thing up.
Okay.
But I'll talk about it in a bit so I get everything right. But she is this actress who, there was a scene in this movie last night where there was an uncut, probably 6-minute long monologue from her, and you could not take your eyes off the screen. It was just like unbelievable acting. The best I've seen in quite a while. Here is Alfonso sending in dispatches again. Let's see if he's learned. Let's see if he's learned his way. He says Coco. So let's see what he says.
Hey guys, you got me good. You got me good today.
All right.
But I played her along nicely, I think.
You did.
And,
Pretty well.
have a nice Juneteenth. Take care.
The description of the dispatch said Coco. I just don't think he gets it. I don't think he's understanding how it's working.
Sometimes it takes some. There's a learning curve.
We got a lot of compliments on it, and thank you for playing.
Yeah, it was fun. So the actress I was talking about.
The point is that there's no one going to pick up the phone here.
No, it's not going to happen. We're maybe every once in a while, but not generally speaking. It's not going to happen. The person I was talking about, as correctly guessed by Christina over on Twitch, this actress who's killing it right now, as far as I'm concerned. Her name is Mia Goth. And
yes.
I don't know if you've heard of her yet, but she's British, and she was in a movie that we watched last night called Pearl.
Pearl, yeah, but you know what Pearl is, right?
Pearl's like part of a series of
like
movies.
X.
X.
Was Pearl the latest one? Because there's a third movie as well.
Maxine is the third one, where she's like a porn star.
Yeah.
And
they're all supposed to be related.
She goes nuts. Yeah, they're all like in the same universe, I guess. But she's in this movie called Pearl, Mia Goth. And I won't tell you what happens in the movie. It's made to look like a really old movie, but it's brilliantly done. And as she's playing this character who just desperately wants to be famous, there is a scene, no cuts, no nothing, straight up 5-6 minutes, maybe more, of her unloading on another person and like telling a story. And it is some of the most compelling footage I've seen, like the most compelling acting I've seen in a very long time. She was super good in that movie. Mia Goth was her name. And yeah,
I've never heard of a scream queen before. They call her a scream queen.
Does that just mean a horror actress, like a younger horror actress?
She's prominent and influential in horror films, either through a notable appearance or recurring roles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did a lot in that movie, Pearl. She did like a lot of the writing. There's a lot of that role.
Also, she's on her second marriage to Shia LaBeouf.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Married in 12, divorced in 18. 2 years later, married again, and they're doing good so far.
I did not know that. All I knew of her was from that movie last night, and then we had seen the preview for Maxine with 3 X's in it. Maxine, that's the like sequel to this movie where she was supposed to be a porn star. Okay, we are going to roll through a couple more of these real quick before we get set up for jury duty. Here's Gervaris with a dispatch for us.
All right, first and foremost, I work for Amazon. I work in the delivery station. That idiot, if you don't like the job, quit. I don't care. We literally have to lift all those cat litter boxes, and I know which one he's talking about. The one that kind of look like Paul Newman. It's a pain, and I hate them.
Elsie's.
But guess what? If they stop ordering, I ain't got a job. I want you to order every dang on thing that you see. You know why? I need y'all to order crap so I can still do my lazy behind job. Your job is to sit there and take that. Sorry, you chose the job. Do your job. I chose to do my job. I'm doing my job. Now, granted, sometimes I'm pushing 3 lines and I got to push them heavy things across dang on belts and stuff. But guess what? That's what I signed up for. Peace out. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you.
Now that is a phone call I'd pick up.
He took us on a journey there. Gervaris, you get yourself a star. Thank you for the dispatch.
Very thank you.
He's chiming in for the Amazon workers and their side of things. He wants you to keep buying stuff. Even if it's heavy, he still wants you to keep buying it. All right, lots of people have thoughts about what we've discussed today on the show. We have to get to jury duty, and then something that happened at Stonehenge that's grabbing a lot of headlines right now. All of that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Progressive Insurance.
Major League Baseball will honor Willie Mays before tomorrow night's Negro Leagues tribute game. Mays died yesterday. He was 93. Florida State is set to open the College World Series semifinals that'll happen this afternoon against top-seeded Tennessee. The Noles beat North Carolina to advance. And Orlando City SC will try to stop their 4-game winless streak tonight. They're in Charlotte. The Lions are 14th in the Eastern Conference. I'm Scott Davidson.
Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Hey, my friends, Real Radio has your chance to win a trip for two to see the Eagles at the Sphere in Las Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation. All you have to do is listen to Real Radio 104.1 on your free iHeartRadio app between now and June 30th. Get more details at realradio.fm/contest.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
4th cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Drive. Hey, guys, it's Q, Murr, and Sal from Practical Jokers, and we are excited to announce our brand new Drive tour.
True TV and Practical Jokers, the Drive Tour, starring Q, Murr, and Sal.
Friday, June 21st, Edition Financial Arena.
This is going to drive me insane.
Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. 16 years of age or older suggested to attend. Produced by Outback Presents.
Being a great dad doesn't require some fat wallet. I realized a simple stopwatch could make my kids' day better. I turned everything into a speed competition. Just time everything. How fast can they make their bed? How quickly can they fold 10 shirts? The weirder, the better. I want time who could hug me the longest. They'll be excited if you're excited. Trust me.
Pull out a stopwatch or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-254-5751. 800-254-5751. Again, that's 800-254-5751. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
If you own your own home, you're likely sitting on a pile of cash.
But if only there was a way to convert that equity into cash. Well, look no further. EasyKnock Sale Leaseback Solutions offer a flexible, convenient way for homeowners to turn their home equity into cold, hard cash without the hassle of today's high-interest loans. If you need the money tied up in your home to pay off debts, fund that next move, or just need cash to secure your financial outlook, EasyKnock is the solution. EasyKnock gets you the money you need without worrying about high interest rates or strict lender qualifications. Sell your house to EasyKnock at 100% fair market value and rent it back, getting the time and flexibility you need. It's that simple. EasyKnock enables you to convert the equity in your home to secure a better financial footing. Visit us at EasyKnock.com and turn your home equity into cash today. Terms and conditions apply. EasyKnock sale leaseback products are not available in Massachusetts and select states and markets. Purchase price includes a mix of cash and an option.
Kevin Sorbo here, and I have an important message to share. If you owe the IRS back taxes, they can garnish your wages and levy your bank accounts. They can even seize your retirement or take your home. Tax Network USA is A+ rated and has saved over $500 million for their clients. Whether you owe a few thousand or a few million, they can help you.
Call Tax Network USA at 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com. That's 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com.
Let Express Employment Professionals help you hire for contract or full-time jobs. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Go to expresspros.com to find the location near you. That's expresspros.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Smart speakers can't stop you from saying stupid stuff when you're coming out of anesthesia. When I grow up, I want to be a puppy. But they can play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. All you got to do is ask.
Real Radio 104.1.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening.
A big and not so good update for Alec Baldwin. Wait to hear what's happening in his world. But real quick, I wanted to work this in so we could put it up on your radar. If you're following all the AI stuff and you're wondering how it's going to impact your life, well, it's going to impact your life in a lot of ways. And it's going to replace a whole lot of jobs. But one thing that's happening literally right now is the world of content is getting blown up by AI. And there's one outlet in particular that I got my eye on. They're called Fable. And Fable, they've announced a streaming platform. And on it, I'm looking at one of their screens here. The whole thing uses AI, and you create the shows yourself. So you go on and you say, there's a button that says Create Pilot, right? And you go in and you say, here's what I want this to be about. I want the show to be a cartoon. I want it to be about a bunch of dogs that hang out with each other, and they're at war with other dogs in New York City. And like you just, whatever, you string together your plot line, and then you generate an entirely unique show that you would watch. And I have no desire to watch that kind of content. I don't care at all.
I mean, to watch that, like your own content or someone else that put it into that.
Like at this point, you have to say what you want to happen in each scene and like what you want the story arc to be and the end to be. My favorite part about watching shows is that I don't always know exactly what's going to happen next. I like the story to be revealed to me.
Yeah, and what are we going to do? All go home and make 3 unique shows with AI?
Ooh, that'd be a fun challenge for us.
Not be able to like talk about it because we all watch 3 different things?
Totally. Absolutely. That's a good point too. They completely ignore the social aspects of television watching. And people are fond of grouping up in communities along things that they like. Maybe they like the News Junkie radio show, and you meet other people that like that, and you have a commonality with them. You might have a commonality that you like The Office with somebody else, and you could share those things. Like C-Lane said, you can't share that if you've generated your own show.
I mean, unless it's like, the Suno thing where they're making a little like mini social network around it, and you can share your songs as if they're YouTube or SoundCloud videos, songs. You know what?
But you guys may not like it, but there are so many people that would absolutely be up for it. I mean, one of the biggest. It's not. I don't know how trendy it is now, but fan fiction was thriving. A decade, 15 years ago, and that was people sharing what they created for other people.
Yeah, but fan fiction is different in as much as, so there's already an audience built around a thing. Let's say it's a TV show or it's fan fiction about Harry Potter, right? You like Harry Potter and you like Hogwarts and you like all of the things that happens in Harry Potter's world. So now if a fan who actually is good at writing and also very well understands the universe that Harry Potter exists in writes some new stuff, it's just more content in this world that you like to explore. But if you're just like generating your own stuff, it doesn't sound good to me. I don't want to watch that. Maybe I'll be swayed eventually, but right now I like that to be a creative thing. This says this is the Hollywood Reporter, by the way. Generative artificial intelligence is coming for streaming with the release of a platform dedicated to AI content that allows users to create episodes with a prompt of just a couple of words. Fable Studio, an Emmy-winning San Francisco startup, on Thursday announced Showrunner, a platform the company says can write, voice, and animate episodes of shows it carries. Under the initial release, users will be able to watch AI-generated series and create their own content, complete with the ability to control dialogue, characters, and shot types, among other controls. Now, so they're talking about you create a series, right? So let's say Peacock creates a show like that show Supermarket. It's about people who work in a grocery store. They're saying that this would allow you to go, I want more. I want an episode of this show where this person falls in love with this person. And it generates for you an AI episode, which will give you more content of the established show.
But of established, like, IP? Because I don't think...
Only theirs. Yeah. Like, you don't know it. You don't know what it is. You're not familiar with it yet. You have to become a fan of it first. It says, this endeavor marks the tech industry's further encroachment into Hollywood as it eyes the exploitation of AI tools embroiled in controversy over their potential to streamline production and the possibility they were created using copyrighted materials from creators they could eventually displace. So this thing is like the Netflix of AI, they say. Users can join a wait list for a free testing version of the platform, which will likely last until the end of the year, they said. So it's called Showrunner from Fable. That's the name of the studio that's behind this. And they're already generating AI, I guess, television shows. They got viral when a couple of South Park clips that they generated via AI spread around online. And now here they are. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty, brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. We got lots of questions piled up for Mo when he returns. I think possibly next week on the show, we'll be tossing those at him. In the meantime, him and the crew are always there to help you out after an accident, give you that personal touch you deserve. They're not just going to treat you like a number and somebody that they can turn into some additional money for the firm. They care about your case, and they'll fight it out for you against the insurance companies. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. There are a couple of updates here. One is in the world of Alec Baldwin, and I had not heard this before, but they say Alec Baldwin fired a blank at a crew member before the fatal Rust set movie shooting.
That's just coming out now?
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't hear about this until right now. That's according to prosecutors. They're suggesting that previous to the fatal shooting, Alec Baldwin fired a blank at a crew member, which would prove, I guess, that he was not acting safely with the weapons on set and that he had a history of flouting the safety protocols, which is what they're trying to prove. And while that may be the case, I still end up in the same place no matter how I think about this Alec Baldwin Rust shooting. And the place is that there was somebody who was responsible for making sure all the weapons on set were safe and didn't have live ammunition on them. And that is the person that screwed up. Everybody else was relying on that person to do the right thing. But they said one such reckless moment came when Baldwin, 66, pointed his gun and fired a blank round at a crew member while he held the person target in his line of sight, according to prosecutors in this Monday filing. Other examples of Baldwin ignoring safety procedures between October 12, 2021, up until the day of the shooting, including him using his gun as a pointer, which that's not a good idea. Like right over there, you don't want to point with your gun. Firing the weapon after filming was over in violation of safety rules, holding his finger on the trigger in scenes that didn't require it, rushing armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed to reload his gun faster, and being on FaceTime with his family and making videos for them during firearms training, the court papers claimed. So they're still going after Alec Baldwin for that movie. The other update is of a very sad and unfortunate story. If you hadn't heard this one, it happened in Daytona Beach, Florida, actually in the Volusia County Hospital, where a woman killed her husband. And initially you're like, oh my God, a woman killed her husband at the hospital?
I remember this.
Yeah, it was the older lady. She's 76 years old, Ellen Gilland.
Sad.
Her husband's name was Jerry, and she said she killed him because they had a deal and he was terminally ill and he was really, really suffering. And she made a deal with him that she would take his life so he didn't have to suffer anymore. And she shot him in the hospital. And I think it's one of the sweetest, most insane things I've ever heard in my life. It is like true love personified.
Yeah.
And an amazing thing. They say, though, she did point a gun, allegedly, at officers who responded to the scene before she was arrested, which obviously you can't make it. You can't just go, Sean romanticizes this and think it's amazing that the person didn't have to suffer and the person loved them so much, yada, yada, yada. It's still a crime. It's still a crime, unfortunately. And her
but
pointing,
also just like, they also maybe should have talked about how she was going to do it.
Right. And maybe there was like a better way than just pulling out the gun.
I'm not here to tell you how to kill your lover that you've had after you make a pact for something along those lines, but a gun is kind of an attention drawer.
Yeah, it did draw the
Right,
attention
Jack?
of the police, who showed up very quickly.
Boss man's in the studio.
And they said they're now working on an update on this story today. So we'll probably see what happens to her, what the sentence, what the charges, all that stuff will end up being. Will the judge go, I feel for you, I don't think it's proper to proceed with any charges? I don't know. That'll be an interesting case to watch at the very least. Crazy Drunk Cat Lady says euthanasia is not legal yet in Florida. Of course not. Of course not. But I can just understand it. I guess that's where I come from on this. I understand it. I understand where she was coming from. But you can't just say like, hey, nothing happens. You can just slap on the wrist. I don't know.
No,
the judge will determine that.
Now,
we'll see.
Maybe we have to add this to the list. We have to have two parts with Moses, but if there is, despite it still being a crime, maybe a lesser charge if the husband had like made a video written out like this is a pact we made. Well, it's not legal. It was not with ill intention. This is what I wanted.
I think that the judge would probably take that into consideration, but that's a good question for Mo.
Okay, a grand jury did back in February of last year indicted a 67-year-old woman accused of fatally shooting her terminally ill husband on a lesser charge of assisting self-murder / manslaughter. Police originally charged her with first-degree murder, so she did get a reduced charge.
They may reduce it further. We'll see. That's going to come out very, very soon, and I'll give you an update on it when it does.
Was this pact not that she also had to kill herself?
I don't know. I don't remember that because the story was a while ago now. I think it was, well, it may have been that if she was in the same circumstance, he promised to do the same to her there, and the pact went that way. But when I think about this, you know what comes to mind? I think about people who are terminally ill, obviously, and the struggles that they have and all that. But is Jimmy Carter still with us?
Yeah, he is.
Still hanging on?
Chugging along, baby.
Do we have a day counter on this? How long he's been in hospice now? Because
he's holding a record of some sort.
I mean, he might make it to 100. He could make it there, I think.
Jimmy, I saw there was the last thing I saw last week was the headline, Jimmy Carter is no longer awake every day, according to his grandson.
Yeah, his grandson, who was on that reality television show, Claim to Fame, has been the one who's been putting up these updates. But it has just been so long. He's muscling on and hanging on despite the fact that he's supposed to die soon. So we'll see how long that lasts. I know that sounds dark, but it's been going on for quite some time now. When we come back...
16 months.
Oh, has it really?
16 months.
16 months in hospice is just unbelievable. Whatever the man did, his body was in decent shape, and it can fight a long time here. He's 99, right?
Yes.
99 years old.
I think he turns 100 in like December. But I mean, the odds right now are turning in his direction every day because old Jimmy Carter is basically like a computer whose power is still on.
Just hanging out.
None of the programs are running.
No, but it's using like low battery mode right now. Just
give him a hammer.
October 1st is his 100th birthday.
Really? So we got June, July, August, September, October. We got about 5 months.
And if this sumbitch dies on October 2nd, I mean,
I'll be pissed.
No, October 2nd? He makes it to 100 and says sayonara.
He's been in my Deadpool for 4 years now.
See, he's hanging on. You can't get rid of this guy. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We will come back with your dispatches. Plus, Netflix is buying a bunch of huge venues. Why? What are they planning on doing? This could be a really big idea. We'll see if you like it. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio has your chance to win a trip to see the Eagles perform at the Sphere in Las Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation. Just listen to Real Radio 104.1 on our free iHeartRadio app to qualify to win.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Stop and go traffic on eastbound I-4 from US 27 to State Road 429, 6-minute delays. Then again, your stop and go on eastbound I-4 from the Osceola Parkway to State Road 535, 8-minute delays. Accidents at 4th Street and Orange Ave, Orlando, Weatherby Road at Orange Ave, and Rouse Road at Buck Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Amy Snyder.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
4th cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey everyone, RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Today, buying a car is as easy as one and done. Visit just one dealership, put $1 down, and you're done. You can drive a nicer, newer car today, like the all-new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including tax and fees out the door, and save up to $8,500. So if you hate your old ride, give it the old one and done, because you could drive a nice new car for just $1 down. Check out the 2024 Mirage, 43 miles per gallon. $1 down, $219 a month, including tax and fees out the door. Still owe on your current loan or lease? One and done. Payments too high? One and done. Come and see our lifetime used cars certified and only $1 down. So ditch your old ride regardless of miles or condition. Only at my one and done sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm RC Hill, 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval. Example, stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 84 months at 5.9 APR. Offer expires July 5th, 2024. Visit rchill.com for details.
Hey, homeowners. Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious. Your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office Orlando.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This
Those weirdo Just Stop Oil protesters, like the climate doomer kids, they painted Stonehenge. And the Stonehenge folks are not happy about this. They want jail time. They're pissed. They said they painted Stonehenge with this like orange powder paint. And the actual Stonehenge account on Twitter responded, Stonehenge is protected by the Ancient Monuments Act, and it's a criminal offense to damage the stones. There are also multiple rare lichen species growing on the stones that are also protected. Expect a prison sentence. Mad face emoji, says Stonehenge. Not happy with these annoying protesters painting their thing this time. Spicy take. Stonehenge is stupid.
I knew.
Same here.
I picked the
too.
three words.
It's not even a spicy take anymore. If we know you're going to say it, I think.
So Stonehenge is like, what is exciting about Stonehenge? We almost went to it when we were going to England, and I was like, why? We're going to drive 2 hours to go. This rocks. It's rocks in a field. It's not even impressive like the pyramids or something.
That's the impressive part.
I don't care about that. I care more about like the Easter Island sculptures than I would about Stonehenge. Stonehenge isn't even cool looking. It's just literally a bunch of large stones that some hippies somehow cobbled together in the middle of nowhere.
I'm surprised nobody's tried to just domino those things. Have they ever fallen down?
I don't think so. But, like...
Wouldn't that be a great video?
That would be the most viral video ever. If you were like, hey, everybody, World Star! And they just knock down Stonehenge. It's stupid. It's this tourist attraction of nonsense. If people sit back and go, wow, look at that. So I'm really getting like a religious experience of being near Stonehenge. There's so many cool things that humans have created that you could go witness with your eyeballs. And Stonehenge is like number 9,000 on that list. I'm not a fan of this. I don't know. Russell says, Sean is the white Stephen A. Smith. I'm just being real with you, man. I'm just telling you. Would you go look at Stonehenge and be like, that was worth my money to pay to go look at rocks in a field?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't go pay to see, honestly.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me bring this up and see if I change
Aren't they massive?
They're fairly large.
That's the one thing that I'm up for going to see as far as like the marvels of the world. It's like if it is significantly bigger than I could ever imagine. You know, like going to, when I went to Ireland, went to, here I am blanking on the name, but it's like...
The Blarney Stone?
No. When everyone kisses or something.
Yeah, it's the Blarney Stone.
But no, I went to like the cliffs of
Cliffs of Moher?
Yeah, and that was like just something I've never ever seen in my life and totally worth going to.
Yeah.
Am I going to go see, I don't know, I guess I agree with you in a sense of like the stone stuff, unless you're telling me that they're like 20 feet high and I'm
They're
game.
tall. No, there's no doubt about it. They're very tall. You can look at right here. If you're watching the stream on YouTube or twitch.tv/The News Junkie, you're seeing what you know is Stonehenge. And they're tall, and they took
Like
some rocks and
are
stood
those
them up.
top rocks not falling off yet? That's
They're
impressive.
just heavy. They're super heavy, and they've stood the test of some time, but they're just rocks in a field in the middle of nowhere. I'd rather go to so many cool places before I went there.
Universal.
But I still hate the kids that keep painting everything in protests against oil. It's
Which one
really
did they do
dopey.
recently? King Charles.
Man. Yeah, they did his painting. They did that red weird painting that King Charles debuted.
Mona Lisa.
They've done the Mona Lisa where they like threw paint on it, or not paint. I think they threw like tomato soup on that one or whatever. They keep doing these things. They're not really winning any friends, and it's mostly funded by self-hating super rich people. Not a lot of people know that, but a lot of these groups are funded by really wealthy people, like Eileen Getty of the Getty family is the one that funds a lot of these climate protesters. Well, you could go into that. But the Getty family made their money. That's Gotti. Yeah. The Getty family made their money in the oil business.
Pictures.
And I don't know if they're related to the Getty picture people, but they made their money in the oil business. And she's like a self-hating rich person, goes like, it's disgusting how I've made my money, so I'm not going to give it all away. I still want it, right? Like just like the Disney, Abigail Disney. You know, I still want the money and everything attached to the name, but I also want to signal to everybody else that like I made this in a really bad way, so I'll fund these kids spray painting Stonehenge. And that happens over and over and over again. There's also, and by the way, Are You Shadowblade says, Sean talking S about Stonehenge is equal to a Brit talking S about the Statue of Liberty. Don't get me started on the Statue of Liberty, all right? The Statue of Liberty is a whole nother beast. I don't know why we decided we weren't going to clean the thing. I don't know why we embraced the patina of the Statue of Liberty as a positive thing. I don't view anything else in my life that way. I want the Statue of Liberty to be clean the way it's supposed to be.
Oh my
God.
So you want it to look like copper?
I want it to look like copper. I want it to look
That's
cool.
not what it is.
That's what it is, but then
Not anymore.
we let it get
know
filthy.
It as the green.
We look at a gross green Statue of Liberty, and I don't know why everybody's cool with this, but that's just where we're at. I can't fight all these fights. There's too many battles going on out there.
Yeah, I say just like relax, enjoy, get yourself a T-shirt of the Statue of Liberty and the lighter that's all the same color because it's been that way for the longest time. Go see Stonehenge. Maybe put a magnet on it.
I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy myself, but it will
checking
not
those
be
emails for Neighborhood Watch.
Well, that's not the fun part of my life.
See where the
That's
perverts live.
That's the safety part of my life. Those two, they're not intertwined.
Did you not say you high-fived?
I high-fived and
enjoy.
celebrate. Yes, because a sex offender moved out of my neighborhood.
Is high-fiving not fun? There's some fun attached to what you just said.
But there's only fun because it was bad beforehand.
Right.
And by the way, I don't want to go on a tangent here, but we have one house. It's a little ways away from us, but we have one house where there's like multiple sex offenders. They're all living together, which I found to be very strange.
Yeah, they're roomies. There's one place quite far from us, but still a drive, listening area, where it's one circle, like it's a cul-de-sac of sex offenders. I mean, at least 30 of them. I think that there's a nickname for it. If anyone locally is familiar, OBT, I believe.
Really? And they all just live together because they figure they won't judge each other since they're all guilty of the same thing? Oh, God. All right, let's go over here. Here's Captain Stabbin dropping a dispatch on us right here.
Hey, Junkie, it's Captain Stabbin checking in. I 100% agree with Kevin Smith take. He is trash. Anyways, hope you guys have a great weekend. Wiggle to the pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, I'm not even saying the dude's trash. I think he's like a talented guy. I just don't like the dialogue in his movies. It's not for me. There's clearly an audience for it, people who do like that stuff, but it's not something that I dig myself. Here is who we miss. Tater Hog has. Oh, let's go to Shelby Dawn right here.
All right, guys. I'm over here trying to study and be productive, and you guys are over here just cracking me up. You've got me so enthralled with this whole Alfonso thing. I love it. Top notch. Hey, Sabrina, pick me for Fritz on the street, please. Love you.
Oh, bad news.
Remind me again next week.
Yeah, that's not going to work for now. But we will be back into Fritz on the street next Wednesday for sure. Netflix is buying up some big buildings, and people are wondering why. What are they doing with these?
This I saw, and I'm very curious as to why those places.
They're calling them Netflix houses, and one is going to be in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania.
Right.
That's a weird location, right?
Right.
King of Prussia. Is King of Prussia, Pennsylvania next to a big city? Is it like
I've
located?
never heard of King of Prussia, Pennsylvania until I saw this story.
Yeah, I'm not familiar either. Somebody who knows about that, hit us up on chat or Sealand Google, or look at the map and see where that is relative to like Pittsburgh or what's it called?
Did you almost say Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Philadelphia is what I was looking for. So they bought these Netflix houses, and they're going to open next year in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, and Dallas, Texas, for our friends over there. They're going to feature a wide array of shopping outlets, eateries, and experiential activities tied to the streamer's major franchises like Bridgerton, Stranger Things, and Squid Game. So they bought these big properties. They're like 100,000 square feet, and they're going to do pop-up live experiences. Like you'll be able to visit maybe the set from Stranger Things. There'll be interactive games like Squid Games. There'll be restaurants there. It'll be like that Willy Wonka knockoff thing, except amazing if they have their way. Like the experience will be top notch. Did you find out anything about the?
It's basically it's 15 miles from the center of Philadelphia, so it's kind of a suburb of Philadelphia.
Strange town name.
Yeah, it's odd. King of Prussia, Pennsylvania is going to be where they do one of these. Also, Money Heist. I'm not familiar with that Netflix show. Have you guys seen that? I know Bridgerton. I know Stranger Things. I know Squid Game, obviously.
Money Heist I think
is
was
new.
on the queue.
I don't remember that. Outside each Netflix house, you'll see sculptures and a mural mashup of characters from popular Netflix titles, they said. And they say, imagine waltzing with your partner to an orchestral cover of a Taylor Swift song on a replica of the Bridgerton set, and then walking around the corner to compete in the Glass Bridge Challenge from Squid Game. Visitors can then visit a restaurant with food inspired by Netflix shows from around the world, and then browse a store with merch such as the Hellfire Club TV shirt.
This is all happening in one house? Or
in one house, yeah. They're going to do two of them, but in each one of them, it's going to be all of their different properties
Can you
promoted.
use someone else's password to get in?
I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know if they're charging either, but it seems like they weren't charged. Seems like they were probably charged for that. Okay, quick break. When we return, there is a battle brewing in many cities right now. And it doesn't seem like it should be that complicated, but for some reason it is. And we're going to dive into that and hear more from you. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Stop and go traffic on eastbound I-4 from US 27 to State Road 429, 6-minute delays. Then again, your stop and go on eastbound I-4 from the Osceola Parkway to State Road 535, 8-minute delays. Accidents at 4th Street and Orange Ave, Orlando, Weatherby Road at Orange Ave, and Rouse Road at Buck Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Amy Snyder.
This report is sponsored by Safe Touch Security.
Boss, did you know Safe Touch Security is the home of the 45-second or less guaranteed response?
Of course, it's just one of the reasons why I hate Safe Touch.
For a limited time, save up to 50% on select security systems. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss.
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
And more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience by bringing in the top touring talent. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Tony Roberts from June 21st to June 22nd. Thursday night on the soundstage is the best open mic in Central Florida. See our calendar at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get tickets at orlando.funnybone.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Dante Marcatelli. And I'm Jake Chapman. We're the hosts of Magic Drive Time, the only daily audio fix for Orlando Magic fans. And actually, I just realized this, Jake, one of the longest running sports talk shows in Orlando. We've been at it for 13 seasons. How is that possible?
Oh, wow. That's good stuff, Dante. And that's exactly what you'll get on Magic Drive Time each day. It's your touchstone for the latest Magic news, game previews, and reviews. And we've got more stats and notes than we know what to do with.
Listen to Magic Drive Time on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's one thing to suffer from allergies as an adult, but it's really tough on kids, running around with sniffles or stuffy nose during recess or practice. Not to mention it's hard to concentrate in school when you're not feeling well. And then you feel bad because you forgot to give them their allergy meds before they left. All of that can be a thing of the past, thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus. They've helped thousands, including children, with their kid-friendly allergy testing and pain-free allergy drops. Schedule your appointment today while the kids are out of school. Go to aspireallergy.com. That's aspireallergy.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Dante Marcatelli.
And I'm Jake Chapman.
We're the hosts of Magic Drive Time, the only daily audio fix for Orlando Magic fans. And actually, I just realized this, Jake, one of the longest running sports talk shows in Orlando. We've been at it for 13 seasons. How is that possible?
Oh, wow. That's good stuff, Dante. And that's exactly what you'll get on Magic Drive Time each day. It's your touchstone for the latest Magic news, game previews, and reviews. And we've got more stats and notes than we know what to do with.
Listen to Magic Drive Time on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Did you know Life Imaging FLA? They've been around for about a year now, a year of saving lives. And I say that, and it's all actually accurate. I have 4 friends who went to Life Imaging FLA, found out they had heart blockage. They had no idea that they had, and it did save their lives. Dozens of listeners have told us the same story of finding out cancer early and heart blockage. You can go and get this same scan done, and it will give you peace of mind, and also can let you know in advance if you have something that you need to take care of. Life Imaging FLA, they know that early detection of heart disease and cancer is a game changer when it comes to early treatment and the outcome. It's Life Imaging FLA. If you want to get that heart scan, pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and with a few minimum requirements, this is a $699 value, and you can get that free heart scan like I did. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Life Imaging FLA.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
4th cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer, which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings. All for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
iHeartRadio. Florida residents get in for only $17.50 till the end of June at Gatorland.
The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
In fact, we couldn't do it without you. I say that all the time, but I really mean it. We couldn't do it without you. And sometimes when we see the ratings for this show, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like, do we really get to do this as a job? Is this really what we get to do? Because it's a blessing to be able to have the audience that we have.
Hell yeah.
Some of the numbers the other day there were some crazy numbers coming in where we had I think a 36 share and men, a 36 share. That means almost 1/3 of all men are listening to the show, which is just insanity. It's something that you don't hear of. And we're thankful to you for hanging out with us and for listening with the show over all these years, or to the show for all these years. And so thanks. As we get onto this in your dispatches. In Orange County, Florida, they say leaders are now grappling with the financial implications of House Bill 1365, which are set to take effect in October of this year. The new law mandates that counties and cities prevent people from camping and sleeping in public spaces. This is from Fox 35, and instead provide designated areas for the homeless. In a recent meeting, Orange County officials expressed their concerns about the budgetary impact. It's going to be a big challenge.
Wait, this is going into effect October 1st?
October 1st, yes. This is a new law.
There's a handful of these new bills, and I remember it now, and it reminded me to ask you if there are any updates on what we're doing with this new bill. Because there's a bunch of them going into effect on July 1st.
Yes.
I was reading, one of them being the very, very patriotic ban on lab-grown meat.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard from the guy that's supposed to give us lab-grown meat?
You know what? I haven't heard about our lab-grown
what the
meat
heck,
test.
man?
I'll reach back out to them, though. I'll reach back out and see what's going on. I know there's a lot of like behind-the-scenes politicking in that world to try to get politicians to understand that they're doing dumb stuff because they are doing dumb stuff. Politicians tend to do that. But this is the law which will prevent people from just like setting up tents and camping and sleeping all over in public spaces. And
this is a law that we kind of already have.
Well, the thing that's amazing to me is they're like, well, how are we going to do this? Well, oh my God, this is going to be so expensive. We all, in this city or any city, we all pay taxes. We pay a lot of money in taxes. We see the things that you spend, nay, waste millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars on. I don't want to hear about it when it comes to people. All right, so the solution is such a beautiful one that you say, look, you can't just put a camp up in the park. You can't just be on the side of the interstate building your own little village of tents. You can't just live in all of these public spaces. You can live in one of these shelters, a facility where they treat you like a human. They make sure that you have access to plans that can get you back on your feet and rehabilitate you.
Know what happens when they run out of room?
They shouldn't. They absolutely shouldn't. We have plenty of money to solve this problem. I forgot the number that I said. In California, I think it was like $100,000 they've spent per homeless person. $100,000 per homeless person trying to solve the homeless crisis. All of it is done with empathy in mind, but with zero brain power. The best way to help homeless people is to provide a sheltered, safe place for them to be, and not just tell them you can live on the street corner, you can live in this neighborhood right here, sleeping on a bench. Not just do what we do, which is so dystopian, weirdo American nonsense, which we take a bench, a beautiful bench in a park, and we put all sorts of weird spikes and protrusions on the bench. Why? For design? No. So hobos won't sleep on it. That's what we've come to do. Instead of just actually making sure we have decent size shelters that are secure and safe for anybody who is homeless. And there are a lot of great homeless organizations out there who try their best to work on this. Unfortunately, some of these people don't really want to be helped. But there are a lot of great organizations. We should expand upon them. And again, make sure there's like pathways for the person who is living on the streets to be able to improve their life and be able to live on their own in their own place. And that's awesome. We should be able to do that. But saying, oh, this could cost millions of dollars. So local officials are working to estimate the cost to taxpayers for creating additional shelter space. They reviewed Tampa's expenses, noting that setting up a homeless encampment for 100 people costs over $6 million, with an annual operating cost of $2 million. Orange County was allocated over $45 million for homeless services. Well, start doing the math, including operating existing shelters with plans for $46 million in the next budget. So they said these funds might be insufficient. Whatever. If you've got a shortage of 900 shelter beds, make that the use of money. Most people will be okay with that. Most people will go, I pay taxes. I want the tax money to go to something good. I don't want it to go to a vacation for you and your friends. I don't want it to go to these weirdo pie-in-the-sky programs that are never going to do anything, never do anything successful. I want it to go to cleaning the streets, making things safer in public, and making things safer for people who don't have homes. I think that's pretty simple. If it costs $10 million, $15 million, $20 million, fine, do it. Do that. Fund that, not the other nonsense we waste too much money on. All right, we're going to go to a couple of dispatches in just a moment here. I don't think that should be controversial at all, by the way. I think everybody should think that humans deserve to have a place to go. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be sitting outside in like a rainstorm in like some old coat and in a huddled pile of mess and a shopping cart next to them with all their belongings. Like we should want more for people than that. We shouldn't go, this is freedom and this is empathy, to have people in tents everywhere and taking up sidewalks in cities like San Francisco. That's a disaster. We should actually care about them and do something, I think. The Sky versus Fever game You guys know that by now. Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky in the WNBA is now the most watched NBA game since 2016, they said. That is a big number that they've pulled in.
What happened in 2016 that was there more people?
You don't remember
That's
the
a
big
good
game,
question.
2016?
I don't. I have no idea what was before that, but it was the most watched. Actually, it was the most watched WNBA game on any network in 23 years. It peaked with nearly 3 million viewers, which when you compare that to other sports is not that good. But when you compare that to the WNBA, it's really good. 3 million viewers, that's good. There are a lot of shows that you watch that you think are big. They don't get anywhere near 3 million viewers. Think about a show like Top Chef, all right? In your brain, think about how many people you think watch Top Chef every week. All right, Top Chef is a big show. It's on a big network, huge budgets, big prizes, all that stuff. About 500,000 people watch Top Chef every week, right?
Doesn't seem like a lot of people.
Less than 500,000 people. Used to be a lot more than that, but the show has declined over the years. Some shows still bring in really big audiences, like the final night of Pat Sajak on Wheel of Fortune. 11 million people, 11 million watched that show. But some of these other shows don't have that many. So 3 million people in comparison, that's not too bad. That's pretty impressive. All this drama is working out for them. We'll see how things go over there. And also, we've got the Stanley Cup. The Panthers just can't seal the deal. They are now, after falling to the Oilers 5-3, headed for yet another game. They were 3-0. They could have put this thing to bed, but now they have to keep trying to win that Stanley Cup. When we come back, here's what we're going to do, friend. We're going to do the final dispatches, all right? I promise you that much.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do the stories that didn't make the cut.
How many dispatches are we going to do?
We're going to do at least 3 dispatches.
Yeah, right.
At least 3 dispatches today. And
talk to Alfonso one more time.
Double promise, they're going to be some of the greatest dispatches you've ever heard in your life.
Oh, that's a hard thing to promise. I don't think you should promise that.
I made a huge mistake. That was bad. You guys are right. You guys are right about that. Forget I said that. We are going to do the final dispatches, the stories that didn't make the cut. And today, we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast for the remainder of our Wednesday. And for today, we'll continue to expect these off and on showers and a few rumbles of thunder as well. Some of these showers could have some heavy downpours, and it will also be a very windy day. Plan for wind gusts as high as around 20 to 25 miles per hour, and it will be especially windier closer to the beaches. By this weekend, temperatures will be warmer as well, with highs approaching the low and mid 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by ePass. The ePass Summer Toll Giveaway continues this week only. Now through Friday, get a free ePass toll sticker at getepass.com, and you'll be entered to win $100 in tolls. Hurry, the sooner you enter, the better your chances to win. Official rules and details available at getepass.com.
Dude, we all can see you. You're not that tricky. Put the phone down. Trust me, nobody liked your last 50 posts. They're not going to like the one you just did while you were driving. I can see you, man. Don't pretend. Don't think because your hand's below the dashboard, I don't know what you're doing. This trial attorney, Jeff Kaufman, from the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. I'm the one who's going to be suing you. For all the other people, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell. Offices, Orlando.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort. But it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first, today.
Hey everyone, I'm Dante Marcatello.
And I'm Jake Chapman.
We're the hosts of Magic Drive Time, the only daily audio fix for Orlando Magic fans. And actually, I just realized this, Jake, one of the longest running sports talk shows in Orlando. We've been at it for 13 seasons. How is that possible?
Oh, wow, that's good stuff, Dante. And that's exactly what you'll get on Magic Drive Time each day. It's your touchstone for the latest Magic news, game previews and reviews. And we've got more stats and notes than we know what to do with.
Listen to Magic Drive Time on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. There are a lot of reasons to vote yes on Amendment 3, but let me give you one more good one. Today, too many adults are sitting in our jails simply because they were using marijuana, and that is just wrong. If I was your governor, I would free or parole every person in jail for possession, and then expunge everyone's record. Amendment 3 will put a stop to this and let the cops fight real crime, not fake crime. I'm tired of people being thrown in jail for something that is less harmful than alcohol or opioids. So now let's finish what I started and join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322.
Orlando Magic Pod Squad is the Orlando Magic's flagship podcast, featuring interviews with Magic players, coaches, executives, and legends. Join me, Dante Marcatelli, along with the rotating cast of Magic personalities every Thursday during the season as we conduct deep dive interviews with Magic A-listers. This podcast is a must-listen for any Orlando Magic fan. Join the squad with the Orlando Magic Pod Squad on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are predicting the unpredictable. Our experts are using a patient's own anatomy to create 3D printed, life-size organ models to map out challenges ahead of time, making complex surgeries more precise, efficient, and less invasive. We are making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Glad to finally have you over. What do you think?
You could install a bay window to let in more natural light over there.
Huh?
Sorry.
Sorry, it's just that I saved hundreds on my Navy Federal Credit Union home equity loan. Now I see potential home improvement projects everywhere.
Learn more about how our home equity loans with no closing costs can help you get more from your home base at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender membership required. Loan subject to change.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
For over 15 years, Floridians have trusted the physician-led team at MD Now Urgent Care for high-quality health care. From injuries and illnesses to school and sports physicals, MD Now Urgent Care is here to get you back to better. Find a location near you at mdnow.com and use their convenient web check-in today.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This
everything up for a Wednesday. And real quick, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Peter emails, and he says, subject line, "You are insane."
It is you, Peter.
Stonehenge is beautiful, and it's a powerful site of energy for people who are receptive to it. For you common laymen, you might not get much from it, but it's like any transformative work of art. If you don't vibe with it, you won't appreciate it.
Exactly.
So take your hot take and suck a bag of D's, says Peter. You dumb hippie. It's a bunch of rocks. You're getting all excited about a bunch of rocks in a little circle in the middle of nowhere in England.
Says the man who listened to a Dust Bowl podcast.
I like learning about things, but I don't like going to places to look at rocks. That's not usually the forefront. It has to be impressive rocks. Like, I'd go see the Great Wall of China. It's, fairly impressive that they've done that. Some of these things are really, really amazing. Now, also, I have to say, we've been doing this show for a long time.
How long, Sean?
Real long, over 10 years. And the video you just sent, you're shaking your head no? Is it not 10 years?
It's over 10 years, man.
No, it hasn't been 15 years. What is it, 11?
It will be 11 on...
Oh, but I'm not going to remember.
June 26th.
Yeah, June 26th, going to be 11 years.
But yeah, I'm going through, I'm trying to pull footage for Bonnaroo, and I found the GoPro footage from when we went to Hopetown.
Okay, that's when that was from?
Yeah.
I had no recollection of this at all.
Well,
I
do recall, because all the other videos that I have is when we went snorkeling, and I can't post any of it because my areola is out.
Courtney responded immediately because I sent it to her. I was like, "Oh my God, look how young everybody was in this photograph.
We all look so thin."
We do too. But
I would know by the shirt I'm wearing. And I remember that tiny little airport.
I didn't remember it at all. I was like, "What is this?" And Courtney goes, "Oh, that's when all those bugs were biting outside the airport when we were about to go to Hopetown to the Bahamas."
Oh
and I was
my
like,
gosh,
"What?"
I do remember that. They were getting in her hair. Like the gnats were, they were vicious. That was a good time.
Were they biting bugs or were they just love bugs?
No, they're biting.
Mm-hmm. They were weird.
It was hurting. And then we got in the plane with like the 17-year-old pilot.
Okay, that I remember. I remember that. But just looking at the video, I was like, I don't remember even eating with the three of you sitting around eating. I don't remember this happening.
There's
also,
a lot
the
of
pilot
in here.
The pilot kind of looked like Sean because I remember my mom seeing the picture and going, "Why is Sean sitting in the cockpit?"
Yeah. Well, guess what? Sean doesn't look like Sean anymore. I look so young in that video. I'm like, oh my God, look like a kid here.
Yeah.
What was it?
The date?
10 years ago? 9 years ago, maybe?
December 2013.
Wouldn't be December.
I don't know. Maybe the GoPro date was wrong, but it was a long time ago. That's for sure.
I can't play it for you because the audio doesn't do anything, but here's the video for those of you watching. Look, I mean,
baby,
this is
no
this
beard.
Is old school. Look how young we all look. I'm rocking no hat.
Oh,
and we're
God.
just, this was in the airport before we were headed off to, I guess, the Bahamas and Hopetown.
That was at least 8-9 years ago.
Yeah, I have no recollection of this scene at all. My God. All right, there we go. Let's do these final dispatches that I was talking about. And I promised 3, so let's see how things go today. Right here.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play 1.
3 of them promised. Will 3 be played? I don't know. We'll find out. Here goes nothing. First one is from Swilly. Swilly sends in a dispatch. It just says big up. So we'll see what he says.
Hey, everybody. Happy today.
Hey.
I just wanted to say thank you guys for being the best friends that my ear holes have ever embraced. It's been a trying couple of days medically.
Oh, man.
But I always look forward to 11 o'clock. So I look forward to 11 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.
Or whatever time we're on in different markets. But Swilly, thank you very much for that. We appreciate
Swilly's going
it.
to only look forward to one of them. So
yeah, for him it's that time. Lee Rhodes says Wasson looks under 200 pounds. I don't know what my weight was then. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's the thinnest I've been because I was down.
I was definitely not the thinnest I've been.
Before I stopped smoking, I was down to 189, or maybe a little afterwards. That was the lowest I was down. And then I creeped back up to 200 and something, where I've been, like 202, I think, is where I'm at now. I got to get back down there. And that's what I'm working on right this moment. Well, not this moment, but I will be after. Here's I'm a PC. It says homeless hot take.
Something that's kind of a hot take that I've always thought of is homeless people should be put on road construction because it's a job, they can get paid, and you also can kind of train them on something that they could use for other jobs. And I-4 needs work. All these roads need work, so I don't know why it's an issue. I mean, like, I can
For some of them, it'll be working from home.
Might be some issues, but it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, I disagree. Hard disagree for me because I don't like forced labor. I don't like communism. I don't like forced labor. I don't like any of these things.
And you don't like giant stones.
And I don't like Stonehenge. There's probably some giant stones out there I like. Like I said, the pyramids, incredibly impressive. That's cool. That's interesting. I like all the lore behind it. But what's the lore behind Stonehenge? I don't even know if we know. I don't think there's like, I don't know the people who made them or put them up to begin with. There were some people who found out how to stand big rocks up. And then there you go. I'm not saying blow them up or knock them down, even though that would be hilarious in some ways. I'm saying that it's not worth your time. There's other cooler things to see out there. Here's Lisa G talking about the 7 wonders of the world.
Sean, Sabrina, C-Lane, happy Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You too.
Talking about the 7 wonders of the world, there was a show on Netflix back in the day. I'm not sure if it's still there. I think you can find it on Prime or probably YouTube, but it was called An Idiot Abroad, and it was Ricky
Gervais. I love it.
And he sent his friend who was from Great Britain to the 7 wonders of the world, and he was not impressed by most of them. Like, he took him to the Great Wall of China, and he was like, what's so great about it? It's falling apart. So the first season was 7 wonders of the world. They did a second season. It was things to do before you die, and it was things that Ricky Gervais wanted to do before he died, like swimming with the sharks, and his friend was, again, not impressed, but it was very funny.
Yeah, it's a great show. What the hell is that guy's name? I'll get it here. Hold on.
The friend?
Yeah. Carl Pilkington or something.
Or are they like really mean to him, or isn't he like a little on the specky?
They never got into the specky talk, but I wouldn't be surprised. Carl Pilkington.
Touch of the tism.
So Carl Pilkington, his 2 friends are Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. They did a radio show with him. And Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, obviously, they did The Office. And, yeah, they had that series called Idiot Abroad. And it's funny. It's super funny if you haven't seen it before. The guy's got one of those personalities where he says a lot of interesting things, most of them accidentally. I think he's accidentally on purpose. I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's aware of the comedy that he's doing. All right, let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. The numbers are switching around all over the place right now. Well, on Thursday, Apple was the most valuable company in the world. On Monday, it was Microsoft. And on Tuesday, for the first time ever, was NVIDIA. So the most valuable company in the world really is shifting around a lot.
I'm curious if NVIDIA is seeing a lot of it because the GPUs play such a big role in AI.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised at all. They're big on chips. That's what they do. They sell like chips for everything that you use.
What, like a Dorito or?
No, more
baked?
like silicon chips, like for your computer or your phone or everything. All the things require the chips, and NVIDIA sells the chips, so they therefore make a whole bunch of money. I can't believe they're doing this, but here they go. The folks who were really excited about going down to see the Titanic, well, their submersible Titan a year ago yesterday imploded.
Damn, it's been a year.
Mm-hmm. And now you've got more people who are going down to the Titanic wreckage in a similar submersible pretty soon here.
Good idea.
I believe the headline I saw was like, just because they can or just to prove something or
good
something
luck.
like that. Yeah.
Good luck. It's a risk I'm not willing to take. I'm glad somebody is. And what else do we have here? Oh, I guess some Republicans are trying to name an ocean after Donald Trump. They said this is Florida Representative Greg Steube. He would rename the U.S. exclusive economic zone to the Donald John Trump exclusive economic zone of the United States. That's what they want to name this body of water, this ocean.
That'd be hard for a Mayday call.
Exclusive economic zone for the United States is a little long. It's an area that spans...
I'm in the Donald John Trump.
It's an area that spans 4.3 million nautical miles and extends to no more than 200 nautical miles from the territorial sea baseline. I don't know if that's going to go through, but there it is. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, June 19th, 2024. And by the way, I would have been in the photo with you and Courtney scuba diving there, or snorkeling, I should say.
Fun?
But remember the bad decision I made? I thought I was too cool for flippers, being too cool for flippers.
And shortly after that, there was the shark that Celine didn't believe I saw.
It was the shark.
It's like, are you sure? I'm like, go, man, swim.
We're all hauling ass to try to get out of the water. It was calamity. All right. Today I Learned for a Wednesday, June 19th, 2024. Today I Learned this guy.
You know you love me.
That's Justin Bieber.
That's right. In 2012, Justin Bieber was pulled over by the police and was told that, quote, you waive your rights to privacy when you're a celebrity. He was trying to explain to officers that he was driving fast so that he could get away from 5 paparazzi who were recklessly chasing him at the time. Of course, you do not waive your rights to privacy when you're a celebrity, but they said that anyhow. Today I learned there's a traditional marriage custom in Congo, in Africa. I think it's the Democratic People's Republic of Congo. And it forbids the bride and groom from smiling during their entire wedding day. So it's funny, if you see pictures out of Congo.
Well, I did that.
Of weddings, nobody's smiling, or the bride and groom are not smiling in their wedding photos, and that's intentional. They do that on purpose. During their entire wedding day, from the ceremony to the reception, the two are not allowed to smile. If they do, it would mean they're not serious about the marriage.
What?
That's what they say in the Congo, or in Congo. You don't have to say the Congo.
They have a different thing. They have a different look at marriage than we do.
Something also, or maybe it's close by, that the mother of the groom or the mother of the bride has to like try to seduce the groom, and if he gets a boner.
I hope not. That's a weird one.
Look it up, I swear.
Taylor, the lead singer of this band.
10,000 Maniacs.
Nice work. 10,000 Maniacs. Natalie Merchant, of course, is the real singer, but Oscar Sable, who was the lead singer after Natalie Merchant left the band, is now what he calls a transformational energy coach. And if you'd like to utilize his services, it's just $10,000 for some emails and text messages from Oscar Sable. I'm a Natalie Merchant guy myself. Didn't think I'd be saying that today.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Go get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.